Formerly on Sun and Snow. The gang trekked across the icy tundra in pursuit of their quarry, the diverse group of nomads who had stolen the gauntlet of Balcazar Thane. Accompanied by Maxwell, Jeff, and 2 other members of the Order, Connor and Lizzie, the 5 strangers became a little less stranger and a little more strange. Nova bonded with Jeff. Cypher bickered with Maxwell. Thamir repeatedly denied the advances of Lizzie. Tazarek spoke with Connor about loss, and Matixia mostly kept to herself on this one. After a day of tracking, the Fellowship of the Ding Dongs, wow, can't believe I wrote that, entered into the mountains and discovered the bodies of the attackers. Ultimately, their hunt led them into an ice cave where they fought and ultimately bested a young Remoraz and her babies. Connor, the mild-mannered guard who had accompanied them, unfortunately painted his final picture during this time. Blood and guts and vital organs, it was an abstract work. Nursing their wounds, they stumbled upon the body of their final target, Bonespar, the Goliath from Thamir's tribe. On the rock that became his tombstone, the barbarian had written, in his own blood, a final message to his kin. Kent, and find AR, and then he died. So he didn't finish the rest of his final word. Faced with the decision of how to proceed, tensions rise. Maxwell's hands grab the hilt of his sword, unsheathing it a few inches. His other arm tucks the robe-covered gauntlet tightly to his chest. You're not leaving here with this. Jeff's kinda, oh, jeez.
We need to go to Kent.
Why? What is in Kent?
That's what they keep... All their maps have said it. He said it. We need to go there and find out what's going on. They're the ones who stole the gauntlet.
I
Don't
agree.
you want to know?
And you want to take the gauntlet to the people who tried to steal the gauntlet?
Well, it's best protected in our hands because it obviously got stolen from the tower.
It might be best protected back in town where the guards are.
Where it was already stolen once?
Exactly.
He kind of shares a look with Jeff and Lizzie, mostly with Lizzie, and after a second he turns back to the rest of you. What if we return it to Thane's Stand, and then maybe together, if you're all interested, we can go down to Kent, but I'm not taking this thing down there. It's not leaving Gilead. And you guys know Gilead is like the northmost region of this continent, and Kent is the furthest city south of that icy region.
I think that's pretty reasonable. Just my 2 cents. Drop it off, head to Kent.
But what if we don't have luck going back and coming back on the ice? We do have you and I.
You don't have a say.
Oh.
This isn't up to you.
He's part of our group. He gets an opinion.
You sure as shit are not going anywhere near the gauntlet.
Going near that head. Well, what do you guys
I think it's best protected with us.
Okay, yes, we're going to fight these motherfuckers.
I agree.
He pulls his blade a little bit more out of its sheath. You're gonna have to go through me if you're planning on taking the gauntlet south of here. Lizzie kind of puts a hand on his shoulder and she's like, oh my god, come on, Hannah, surely this isn't worth it. And he looks back, don't call me that, and don't call me Shirley either. And she's like, but that's your name, Hannah Maxwell. And his face grows really flush, very bright red.
Your name is Hannah?
And he looks over at you and his face is like, he's kind of embarrassed. I didn't have the most pleasant of upbringings. She's like, Hannah, come on, we got it. Just listen to these guys. We'll just go down south. It's just not a big deal. Look at how strong these guys are. Jeff's kind of keeping quiet for the most part. There's no point. There's only 3 of us here. Like, if we start fighting, you have a family. And he's like, I also have an oath. And he draws his weapon the rest of the way out. And he's squaring off with you, Tazarek, because you've kind of been at the spearhead of this whole thing.
If you go through him, you gotta go through me.
You saw how he handled...
You're giving me permission to kill you?
We gonna go at it.
Lizzie, she seems really hesitant, but she's gonna pull her weapon out as well. And Jeff is kind of standing back, and you see his hands are glowing just a little bit with that red that you guys had seen before. He's kind of looking at you, Nova, and he's... You're gonna help us, right?
Look,
Nova?
You saw how
you're gonna help us, right?
That Remoraz.
Yes. I will.
You guys are screwed.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna fight with you guys, I guess.
Look, you've seen us in a battle. You know that we're the best protectors for the gauntlet. You know that it's safest with us. Your guards were annihilated in that battle, and we came to the rescue. We led the party to this place and fought that Remoraz. You saw how he handled it.
Roll for persuasion.
Nova, you don't want to come fight with us?
Oh, that's rough.
3.
A 3? Okay, fair enough. He takes like just a very, very brief moment to think everything over, and then again he just shakes his head. We don't know how many people they have down in Kent. What if we got there? You guys are capable fighters. I recognize this, and I'm appreciative of that. But we don't know what's down there. Like, we're entering into their territory. I'm not taking this down there.
Tazaruk, whatever you want to do, I'm with you.
And Jeff, guys, I really don't want to fight with everyone. Why can't we all just get along, you know? At least you're helping. At least you're with us. That evens up things a little bit.
I cast Fireball and pull it in my hand. Or Flaming Sphere, sorry.
Okay.
Alright, so who's going to make the first punch?
I think we know.
I'm backing you up right now. I got a Fireball in my
right
hand.
next
You guys are all right there. I mean, the body of Bone Spar is right on this, like on the side of this
Is that
rock.
what that is?
How long would it take to get back to Spain Stand?
It took you guys 2 days to get here, and that was essentially following the footsteps of the people out of the marshlands. If you guys, and like the difficulty class is going to be higher going back because wind had come through, and it's going to be harder to find that trail again.
Right.
So it could be longer. You don't know.
And then how long would it take
To get
roughly
to Kent?
from Thane Stand to Kent?
3 or 4 days. It's more so that's a lot safer. That's a lot safer of a route. And same deal. Like the marshland kind of is between Thane Stand and the Bone Spar Mountains, where you guys are now. Going southward from either direction is a lot safer than the area between the two.
And how long of a journey is it from where we are to
At
Kent?
this point.
It'll again depend on some
You
of your
wanna
guys'
go ham?
rolls.
I'm not going. Yeah,
You're either looking
I'm
at
still in.
3 days to Kent or 6 days to Kent, or closer to a week if you go to Thane Stand in between.
Alright, my weapons are deployed at this point, right?
If
Did
you?
you?
Did you?
Oh yeah, I'm engaged.
Okay, so you pulling out what?
Both my what's that one with the F?
The scimitar.
Scimitar on my
Okay.
right, dominant hand,
Uh-huh.
and my 2 fingers with my 3 fingers with with another short sword.
Okay,
All right, bet. Yo,
so
how close am I to Hannah?
close. Close enough.
All right, I'm going to attack Hannah and disengage.
What are you trying to do? Exactly.
Where did the thing grab him at? His shoulder? Yeah.
Yes, that was on his left side because it would have been his shield side.
So I'm going for his left side. I'm going for his arm.
You wheel your arm back to take this swing, and you try to, but you can't.
Oh
You
my
can't pull
god!
forward. That dark feeling that you had experienced when Jeff was putting that curse on you washes over you, and you take 1 point of psychological damage. Actually, you know what? We're gonna say 1 point of necrotic damage as this weird internal warmth just overcomes you. You now understand that whatever this curse was is protecting the people who are holding you.
So I can't, basically. At this point, I cannot attack.
You cannot directly attack any of your companions.
Keyword there.
Because you have to poop? Suck it up, Cypher. Come on.
Okay.
So you take that back, and
I disengaged, though.
you did take that point. How far are you disengaging backward?
30 feet.
I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my god, I can't fight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be useless
Nine.
here.
15.
I got 15 total.
What if I throw my bow and arrows right at you, but you have to dodge so I can hit him?
You
Would that work?
can't,
Oh, I'm
because I'm
actually
also
16.
a companion.
What did you roll?
11.
Cypher, what did you roll? Roll with disadvantage. You know what? That's fine.
I'm gonna try to play this one smart, since I can't really attack.
You better take a quick dump and get back in this
Wait,
house.
can
Roll perception check.
Out of roll, can I poop?
It's not a poop feeling.
Can I go poop?
There, it is a curse. You know how you got it. You have no idea how to lift it. Nova, you're kicking this bad boy off. What are you doing?
I'm healing myself because I'm only 20 HP.
Okay, so you go into it healing yourself.
So I'm gonna do the 3rd spell slot of Cure Wounds.
Are you doing anything else as part of your turn?
No.
Matixia,
The logical person to attack is Nova.
and she is the closest to you.
You just have a vendetta.
No, you can heal, bro.
I just did.
I know. You can heal. That's why it makes the most sense to kill you.
You do go after the healer. That there is some logic to that.
All right.
Yeah, it's. I mean, at this point, it's whatever personal bonds you guys have formed with one another. At this point, that's kind of dictating a lot of this.
All right. I mean, she could change her mind and decide to fight with us.
You didn't say anything out loud like, I'm siding with Jeff. You just saw that she healed herself. You have no idea whose side she's on.
Okay.
But you're also keeping a secret from me.
I am.
But you don't know
but
that
you don't
she's
know
keeping a
about it. You know what? I actually really don't want Nova dead. I think she would be an asset to this team. And this is what I'm saying out loud. I'm saying out loud, you know what, guys? I don't think we should kill Nova, and I don't even think we should kill Jeff.
Oh, you're trying to de-escalate.
Thanks. I also think that we shouldn't kill Jeff.
And then I'm gonna draw my
he
weapons,
has no idea.
and I'm gonna hit Hannah, and then I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, roll to hit.
15.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Motherfucker. 3.
You take a swing. You're kind of attacking from like his right side, so you swing toward where his left arm was. You hit where he was previously damaged, and he winces in pain and kind of takes a step back. How far are you backing up? To do
I'm
an
just
attack?
gonna do a quick 10.
It's now Jeff's turn, and he's kind of looking over at everyone like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and he's just gonna hold his turn for when Maxwell was just attacked by you. So he's gonna go after you, and he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast. 17 plus 7. You take 12 points of damage as this beam of crackling energy leaves where this light was emanating from his hands, just flies past the rest of you, collides with you, and you just feel it over every ounce of you. That same dark feeling that you have experienced, but like accompanying it is just this intense, almost overwhelming pain.
Am I cursed?
No.
You can't curse
No.
everyone.
No, this is not a curse. This is just a regular attack. It's actually
How
a
does he
cantrip.
know Eldritch Blast?
Do I need to wait till my next turn to take a health potion?
Yes, you can take it as a bonus action, but yeah, you can't take it as a reaction.
Okay.
So you take that damage, and he.
Wait. I have reactions. Hang on.
Yes, you might be able to half that.
Yeah, I think I can half it, whatever that's called, but I can't remember. Uncanny dodge,
Do a
yeah.
perception check.
Okay. Yeah, so you take half.
Okay, so,
You
okay.
take 6 points of damage. Jeff, he has this pale look on his face, and he's just looking around, and specifically at you now, and he's like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want us to be fighting anymore. I'm really, really sorry. Tazric,
Where am I in relation to Maxwell? I'm assuming right in front of him.
right up on him.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Lizzie is closer to
Your
you,
fault.
but yeah.
Hey!
I'm going
I speak
to.
for all of us.
I'm gonna rage
Okay.
as my bonus action, and then I'm going to attack him with my Giant Slayer hand axe first, and then my Vicious
him
hand
up.
axe.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, take that guy's head
Fuck
off.
him up.
Ooh!
22.
That hits.
Alright, I'll do the damage for that
Look
one
at how
first.
excited Andrew is.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
1d6 plus 5 plus
I don't believe Jeff is human.
8 damage
Oh,
Okay, 8 points of damage.
Toward
Yeah.
2.
to
Towards,
Maxwell.
we have
Maxwell.
got to
And
roll
then the
better.
second attack
Oh!
is also going to hit
little bit
because
better.
that's higher.
Yeah, that hits.
So, yeah. And then that one is 1d6 plus 4 plus another 2. So 1d6 plus 6. Jesus, 7 damage.
7 points of damage.
God.
We got a 1-2 like you.
Whack, whack! You're like coming down on him. He's attempting to parry these off, but you could tell like based off of her attack, and he hasn't recovered at all from when you guys had fought the creature earlier in the day. So he is really hurting, and you could see where he's starting to lower actually his weapon arm, and where he is clutching this gauntlet, he is now starting to pay more attention to that. Thumir.
Can I do a quick perception check on Jeff to see how he's doing? If he's like pale or sweating or what?
Yeah, do it as a bonus action.
14 plus 19.
So you actually feel
You
feel
kids
this.
and your text messages.
It's odd because he goes from the pale
Back in
expression
my
to
day,
his
we used to
face
call
to an even
people.
paler, albeit
That's what I
more
was
stoic
saying.
expression.
I was like, why are you texting
And
here as a caller?
he starts muttering to himself like he's talking to someone.
Okay. Well,
And now he's backing off of everybody else, and you can see now he is looking at both Maxwell and Lizzie differently.
Jeff?
Jeff,
looking at them differently.
yes. You can't perceive why, but his attention has just turned from you guys to them.
All right. Well, so he's paying attention to them. Okay. So I'm going to throw my flaming sphere at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, and for the sake of this, roll with advantage because he's not paying attention.
And he needs a dexterity saving of 13.
You need to roll to hit
Yeah.
first.
7.
Plus 7?
I mean,
Or
no,
7
but-
total?
7 total.
Until you said
It
something.
whips right past him, and he doesn't even
Yeah.
seem to pay any notice to it.
God.
It doesn't
I
come
know.
within 5 feet
I
of him.
disagreed.
It does.
Then he
suck
still
with
needs
it.
that dexterity saving throw.
Well, Jeff asked you.
Come
You
to the
said
dark
yes.
side.
All right,
I
so
know,
he
but I didn't
fails
know
at-
2
what
minus
happened.
1, so 1.
Yeah. So I still hit him.
So I was
What the?
Yo,
fuck?
everyone's getting
It
one.
did
do
2
that.
damage.
Do that,
Okay.
please.
So
God.
Everyone
it's
is
fire?
getting- what
Yes.
is it?
So he takes a little bit of like scorch
I might
marks across his body.
definitely do that,
It doesn't seem to register. Like it seems to hurt him, but he doesn't seem to pay it any mind, and he just is continuing to speak to whatever it is he's speaking to. Cypher.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. It's Lizzie's turn.
Jerk.
Thamir, she turns to like start to go after you, and then you see this flash of she doesn't want to hurt her boy toy. So then she turns toward Tazarek, who is even more standoffish with her, takes a swing at you, but you easily block it. Like it's nothing. It's almost like she's attacking half-heartedly still. And Cypher, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Wait,
so-
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I at any point try to persuade Nova to join us?
You still have no idea what she's doing, but you can try to talk to her. Speaking will be considered, depending on the length of your speech, it might be considered either an action or a bonus action.
Like, can I do that right now while it
No.
isn't my turn? Okay.
Fortunately, no.
So, I can't directly attack. Can Jeff look at me? Or is he like, where's he looking at?
He's staring at Lizzie and Maxwell.
Okay, so is there a chance
Directly at
is there a chance that I can sneak up behind him?
So he's essentially on the other side.
And I backed up 30 feet, remember that?
Yeah, actually, so you're here. You have all of the combat. Everything that's happening is happening between you and him. So you'd have to go around everybody, which you can. No one will get an opportunity attack on you, but it's like maybe 50 feet to reach him.
Okay, I want to see if this is possible. If I could use Misty Step to get behind him,
You can. What's the distance?
teleport up to 30 feet to
Up to,
unoccupied
up to
space.
30. You can more than half the distance between you and him. You
I
Misty
wanna-
Step roughly a little over halfway, and then you can try to stealth the rest of the way.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Go ahead and roll for stealth. D20, and he is rolling
Let
for
him hang
perception
out with
with
us.
disadvantage because he's barely paying
Alright,
attention
I have
to
a
you.
+7 stealth.
Natural 20 and 18.
I have a +7
We'll see.
stealth. 3 +7.
He sees you walk like you teleport, so there's like this where you just appear halfway in between, and then you try to like sneak around the rest of the way, and very quickly his eyes dart to you. You can see him mouth something to the effect of, "Please don't."
Oh.
That was a warning.
Oh.
That was
This
a quiet
is
warning.
no, this is Jeff.
Alright.
Back up to Nova.
Okay, so I am on Jeff's side. So I am going to go after the most hostile one.
Roll a perception as well. If you roll higher than a 10, then you also see Cypher.
21.
Yes.
Shit.
So yeah, you see him. You see this out of the corner of your eye, like this puff of almost like smoke, and then another secondary puff closer to Jeff. And he starts. You're almost like right on him at this point.
So I use my second level spell slot. I blind Cypher.
Wait,
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I cannot be blinded by magic.
So you cast it, and
Why?
it has no effect on him.
Bummer.
Okay, well, this is the second level, so I can target one additional creature.
Okay. Make sure
So-
you're marking it off on your spells. On your spells.
Yeah, yeah. I will blind Tazric.
Just same deal. Go ahead and roll a.
Constitution saving throw.
He's gonna be like, I'm also immune. Fuck. Same deal as Cypher. You're able to shake it
Damn.
off. You feel very, very briefly your vision starts to grow hazy and blurry, and there's black around the edges of your eyes. But then it very quickly fades away before your turn. Matixia, you now know that Nova is casting some spells at your companions.
If I try to persuade her to join us,
She's attacked us.
does that take up like an attack?
If you want, you can perform whatever your action is, and then say your piece. If you're able to get it out in less than a couple seconds, and then it'll just be up to her whatever she decides to do.
I'm gonna go for him again.
Okay.
In my turn, I'm going to hit him once. I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to drink a health potion as a bonus.
So go ahead and roll to hit first.
14, 19.
That hits.
Okay, 3 damage.
Where are you striking?
Toward the chest.
So you kind of throw your blade in like a stabbing, and it glances off where his chest plate is and sinks pretty deeply into his chest, and he winces again, and at this point his eyes, like, you just see like this madness enter them, like a rat that's trapped in a corner.
Okay.
He's going to be getting very desperate very soon. It is now Jeff's turn, and he's going to technically hold his attack. I'm not going to tell you guys what the trigger is,
Oh.
but he is just continuing speaking to whatever this thing is.
So I'm okay?
He's not doing anything to you.
Shit.
Kazarick.
I'm gonna swing at him with the giant Slayer axe first.
At Maxwell?
Yeah.
It's important to note, too, Lizzie is right up on you. She is now between you and Maxwell. You can go around her to take another strike at Maxwell, like to maneuver yourself, but I'm going to allow her an opportunity attack if you do that.
What if I throw it?
If you throw...
My hand out. I can throw
If
my
you throw
hand
it through Lizzie.
No, I meant like over her. Because I'm also taller than her.
So I will consider Maxwell to be 3/4 covered by Lizzie. So you'll be rolling, but his armor class will be +5.
5, does a 23 hit?
It does hit. So you whip that axe right over her shoulder because you're taller than Lizzie.
Yeah.
So like you just throw essentially downward.
11 damage.
Whack! It whacks him right into the chest, sinking deep into his chest plate, and blood just spurts from his mouth. He takes several steps backward and falls to his knees. And Lizzie just screams. No!
I'm gonna run past Lizzie. I'll let her get the opportunity to attack.
12. She just takes a swing at you, and it hits you, but like it just hits your
Kind of
harder hide.
glances off. And I'm going to hit Maxwell again with the vicious hand axe. Oh, that's a nat one. That's rough.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
You go to take a swing, and as your hand is traveling downward, you suddenly feel your arm being arrested by a strong grip on your wrist, and you look over, and Lizzie is grabbing. She dropped her weapon, and she is now grabbing onto that hand with both of her hands, and she's just, please don't, please, oh my god, please!
Can I, before my turn's over, can I say something to her?
Did you do a bonus action yet?
I did not do
As a
that.
bonus, yeah, go for it.
If he gives up the gauntlet, I'll allow you to take him back to Thane's Stand.
Ooh. You won. I can't do like a shocked Valley Girl accent. You want it like for yourself?
No, I just want to protect it.
Thamir.
So my fireball is still in action because it's a concentration spell. So I'm going to recall it towards me, hitting Jeff at the
again.
same time.
Okay.
12 plus with my dexterity.
Yes. That does hit. That would hit.
Okay.
Definitely. And then he, I imagine, succeeded on his saving throw.
He needed a 13.
So he rolled a 14.
All right, so he still
minus
takes
one.
1d6.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
4 damage.
So I have a question. Since he gets hit, does he still know where I'm at?
Yeah, he knows exactly where you are. Again, you pull it back, and he's kind of like...
Do his robes catch on fire because it's a fire spell?
They catch on fire, but just as quickly they are extinguished. And you notice on the outside of his robes, like a frost begin to accumulate. So it's Maxwell's turn. He's mortally wounded. So he's on the ground. His blade is now laying next to him. He's not even paying any mind to that now. You're pretty much standing right above him with Lizzie grasped onto one of your arms. And with the last bit of strength that he has, he says, "If this doesn't get back to Thane's Stand, none of us do." And he pulls the gauntlet out of the cloak and throws his hand into it. Pulls it up, like facing it towards you, and you just see this violent flash, and then you hear this scream coming from him. All of you who are in this general area who are looking this direction see this flash where momentarily you're kind of blinded by it, where you have to turn away, but when you look back, you see Maxwell's corpse, Hannah's corpse, laying on the ground, smoking. Like there is just these streams of smoke just rising, and it looks like all of the water from his body has just evaporated. There's this look of horror and fear and anguish on his face, and he is just laying there with his gauntlet still glowing in his now emaciated hand. Lizzie lets go of your hand. Her turn was next, and she just, oh my god. Cypher, it's your turn.
How close am I to Jack? I mean, that's Jeff.
Within 5 feet.
Okay. Well, since that guy, the guy who I really wanted, is gone.
You're still gonna attack?
No, I'm not gonna attack Jeff anymore. I don't really care about Jeff. Can I do a perception check?
For what?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
From
Pretty
behind
much.
you? We'll say for the sake of this that you just witnessed everything I just described.
All right, so then let's say I put my weapons back.
Okay.
I want to back up Disengage. I can't attack anything. I can't do shit here. I really can't do shit here. Okay, can I back up?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make you to be creative. I was just trying to
I'm
give you
waiting.
creative
Here
solutions.
it comes. So I back up, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Can I take out my bow and arrow?
You do.
Okay. Nova tried to blind me. Did I know that?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, Nova. Can I shoot a bow and arrow at the ground in her direction so it bounces off?
Warning shot?
So it skips and it, like try to hit
A
her.
skip shot.
Skip shot,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Roll to
you're
hit with
trying to
disadvantage.
aim me. It's still direct.
No,
No,
I'm
because
aiming
he's,
at the
he's
ground.
hitting the ground.
He's,
Yeah.
he's
I'll
aiming
give
at
it
the
to you,
ground.
but you're rolling with disadvantage.
Why?
So roll twice. Because you're shooting at
you're
the
trying
ground.
to, because you're trying to skip it off the ground, which isn't.
It could get stuck. It could break. There's a lot of things that can happen before it reaches her.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Does it actually hit her?
Nat 20.
Well,
But
what's the
other
lower
was
of the
a
two?
4.
Oh wait, that's why.
It's the lower.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
You
kind
fire your arrow into the ground and it just gets stuck in the snow and dirt.
I look at you like you fucking
can I just walk away?
embarrassment.
Which direction are you going?
I want to walk just as far behind me as I can. Like I can just watch everything going on because I really can't do shit.
Shoots an
So
arrow
you
into the
essentially
ground,
just walk
shoots
away
it
from
over.
all of the action, from everyone, like into
don't watch.
into like a little corner.
Yeah.
And you're just you're just
Watch.
sitting there watching everything else that's going on.
So he's basically, he shoots it at the ground. It goes straight in, and he's just like, fuck this.
How far am I from the gauntlet?
He had backed up just a hair. Lizzie is in between you. Lizzie and Tazaruk are in between you and the gauntlet. Technically, you would have an action before him still. So is there anything that you want to do?
I want to grab the cloak that he was using to cover the gauntlet and pick up the gauntlet. I want to turn to Lizzie and say, the fight is over.
In the time that it took you to pick up the gauntlet and turn around to say that, you catch her in the process of re-picking up her weapon. And she is just shaking violently, like just in the midst of like a panic attack almost. But she's picking up her weapon and there is death in her eyes.
John. I'll grab Lizzie by the arms and kind of like hold her back.
Roll for strength.
4.
4.
Damn it.
She wrestles her arm away from you, and it looks like whatever love that she had for you is past, and it looks like she's about to throw her blade into you. At that time, you guys now hear Jeff from across. Lizzie, wait! And he kind of looks over at the rest of you, and he's like, "Is it okay if I go to her? I don't mean anyone here harm."
I'll allow it.
He walks over, and you see they kind of share a glance. And he just says, "I'm sorry." And then he pats her on the shoulder, and there's like the smell of sulfur. She disappears. And in her place, almost like snowfall, just kind of fall to the ground where she was once standing. And he just turns to the rest of you guys, and he's like, "Let's go to Kent."
Oh
Okay.
shit.
How
Wait.
fucking powerful is Jeff?
You so sus.
My god.
You sus.
Yeah, wait, what's she doing?
Nothing.
We are now technically out of combat. You guys can say, do whatever you want to do.
What was that for?
Why are you looking at me?
You blind? You tried to blind
Because
me.
you tried to hurt Jeff.
Speaking of Jeff, since you're a part of this team now, what is this damn spell you
There is
have
no
on me?
teams anymore.
It's a curse so that you couldn't attack any of us. It was Zira's idea, which was probably a good idea at the time, but jeez, I'm really sorry. I don't know how to get rid of it. But listen, it's only you. It's just us that you can't attack. So like, why would you want to do that anyway?
What about the diarrhea?
Oh, that's passed. Yeah, your diarrhea is passed, as is your inability to turn right. After that long rest, after that long rest, like you were fine. It only affected you like for like an hour.
I'm not sure.
So I'm sorry about all that craziness.
It's
I'd like to just
equality
get out of
check.
here as soon as possible, though, if that's okay.
Jeff, who are you talking to?
I was talking to the Lord. He talks to me sometimes. He told me that I need to follow my own path. Jeff, he said, you need to follow your own path.
That laugh.
And so I don't know. It sounds like he doesn't want this gauntlet to go back. So I guess we can go to Kent with it. He didn't say much else.
Jeff, what exactly did this voice say to you?
He said, "You need to follow your own path, Jeff."
Did he say anything else about a savior? About
He said we
any-
need to go. He
destroying
said that we
anything?
need to move quick because something's coming.
Oh.
Not here, like
missed the
maybe
important
here
part.
specifically. Sometimes he's pretty ambiguous. He doesn't talk like a lot. It's usually just a few words here and there. The connection between our plane and the plane of the gods is pretty weak. So sometimes they don't get like reception.
This motherfucker did not do it.
In the meantime, I'm gonna put the gauntlet wrapped up in the cloak in my
Oh,
bag.
he did say that he wants me to hold on to it.
Oh.
That thing is really powerful
Patrick, we
and
should do what he says.
and just
So he just.
because I'm coming with you guys. I mean, it just for everyone's safety. I just think that it's best because.
Jeff?
And he kind of offers a look over
He
at
just made a bitch
Maxwell's
disappear.
still smoldering corpse. I don't want that to happen to any of you guys.
Exactly.
Did you just see what he did? Did you just see what he did to Lizzie?
Jeff, if anything changes, I swear to God. But here.
Do I need to put the same curse on you that I put on Cypher? He doesn't say that.
Area.
Thank you. All of our paths are intertwined now. I'm gonna stay with you guys until whatever this is figured out. Thank you for siding with me, Nova.
No problem, Jeff. I'm glad I was nice to him.
You were just, gosh, I look up to you so
Yeah,
much.
she blinded us. What should we do about that?
Nothing.
Okay, but anyway, like,
I'll
can we
let
get
it
out of
slide
here,
for
like,
now.
right now?
Let's head to
But I
Kent.
won't forget it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Onward to Kent.
so you guys just begin traveling southward, using the moving sun to ensure that you're heading the right direction. So again, like, you leave this mountain range, walking back the same way that you guys did. It's not a large mountain, and as you guys have kind of picked up in, I think, the last game, it's more, there's a lot of mining and things that happens during the warmer months, or during the warmer years here. And it's just where you guys, where that battle had just taken place, was kind of like where a lot of the stuff is mined. This ore is mined, and then it's trucked out. So there's only one entrance in and out, and you guys follow that back out. And you enter back into where this field is, heading southward. And it's 2 days travel. So first, I want who's leading this party to head southward.
Did we take a rest during this 2 days of travel, or?
You guys will, but for the sake of me determining how long it's going to take you guys to get to Kent,
Okay.
I want someone just coming out of the mountains.
What do you
to
want?
roll
Nature, survival?
survival.
I'll roll a survival.
Yeah, roll survival with advantage because
Oh,
this
you-
I'm going to consider this your
Pixie
preferred
are good
terrain.
at-
15 plus 5, so 20.
Oh, nice.
The dirty. Or,
So, following Thamir's lead, you guys
Wait, what's
are
your
able
nature?
to essentially
What's your
meet
nature?
back up with the path that continues down south toward Kent. The first day passes, there's no issues. You guys don't encounter a single soul out on the fields. It's just you and the sun and the snow. And the sun sets, evening comes. You guys are now setting up for the evening. What are you doing?
we should set up a watch.
Can I do a perception check?
4?
What's around us?
Sure, roll for investigation.
12 plus 1, 13.
Okay, so some of this snow is now starting to melt, and you can see the different terrain now underneath the snow where there's more fields and things along the sides, but the path that you guys are now on is where this like dirt and gravel road travels southward. So you now have a much better idea of which direction you're heading. Chances of getting lost at this point are very low, and it's just open fields. You see the sun just setting on the horizon. It's actually, I mean, it's beautiful because like it sends out the light rays across the somewhat melted snow. It's very nice, but you don't see anything else besides that.
So you said you're doing watch first? Thamir?
I said we should set up a
Oh,
watch.
set up a watch.
For the record, I would like to take watch with Jeff whenever
Okay.
Ooh.
we do watch.
Cool. So for the sake of this, I just want one person to roll me a perception check for the evening.
Alright, well, not me because my perception is +0.
Mine is plus 5 to anyone with the
I
higher.
have one.
16.
You guys, you hear what you had heard at this point, what would have been maybe 3 or 4 nights prior. Oh, kind of off in the distance.
Right.
But it seems like it's far enough away at this point that it's no issue. And you're able to warn the group accordingly so you guys don't set any fires or anything for the night. You guys go through your normal rotations of going through the evening. Jeff is the last one to do his watch, as is Tazaruk. So he's going to do watch with you.
I'll do the first watch.
Okay. We're just going to skip through all of them unless you guys wanted to have any conversations amongst yourselves.
Nope.
No? Okay. So you guys all do your watches over the evening. It's you and Jeff for the very last watch. If there's anything you wanted to do. If not, we're just skipping into the next morning.
Jeff, tell me everything that you know about this gauntlet, and don't leave out a single detail.
Okay, yeah. So, a really long time ago, I don't know, maybe you heard this like a couple days ago when Glorithane, and he kind of looks down, fights back like a sob. when Glorithane was talking to everyone. So a long time ago, our Lord and Savior Balcazar Thane, he came in from the west. He was a paladin for some god, and he was fighting with the Frigid Doom, who was one of the lesser gods who like controlled the area here. Back then, it was always winter in this area, and he came and he was all brave and stuff, and he said, "Hey, Frigid Doom, get out of town." And then there was this big fight, and everyone he was with died, but Balcazar Thane was tough. He died too, but before he died, he was able to outsmart the Frigid Doom. We don't really know how because there was only two of them there, but now every 10 years the sun comes out, and the only thing left in that battle, the only thing that survived was that gauntlet. And I think it has the power of the sun.
Get out of town.
Or something.
Or something.
But I don't know. I mean, a lot of us study it, so like it could be the sun, it could be the power of life itself or some abstract thing, you know? But I just always considered it just an extension of Balcazar's awesomeness, and that's what gave the gauntlet all the power. Anything else?
When this god speaks to you,
Yeah.
has it ever said anything else?
Yeah.
What does it tell you?
Sometimes he's just whispers, and I can't make out what he says, and I'm like, Balcazar, you gotta speak up. But then, like I said, the reception where he is pretty bad, especially if he's in a tunnel. No, just kidding. But I don't know. He just kind of... It's one of the things that made me special, and that's why I think Glorithane and the Order took me in, is because that he used to talk to me and stuff, and I don't know. We just talk about stuff. He doesn't talk to me very often, though. It's an honor.
Interesting. Jeff, I'm going to tell you something that nobody else knows.
He like
And the
kind of
reason-
moves in a little bit closer.
And the reason I'm
Yeah.
asking you all these questions, I heard a voice several nights ago, and it told me spared, gauntlet, savior, and destroy.
Well, Savior, I mean, that's Balcazar through and through. Well, Lord and Savior, but
It said savior when I asked who it was, and
and it was
that's why I'm
talking-
not sure.
it was talking about the gauntlet.
Aw, you won't
It
Destroy
was.
what?
That's what I need to find out. That's
Okay.
why
You're with
I
us
wanted
now,
to
buddy.
stay with the gauntlet, because it mentioned it, and
Well,
I need to know.
I was always told to be really, really careful when you start hearing voices, because sometimes you think that it's one god, but then it turns out that it's a different god. And so I made sure with the Order that like we did like security questions with Balcazar to make sure that like he was the real deal.
What is the name of your first pet?
Oh, shit.
Mom's maiden name.
The first car.
Well, I think when we get to Kent, if we can find this Arnlana that the enemies were talking about, I think she'll have the answers.
Do you know who she is?
You get 5?
I have no idea.
You get Paul?
Well,
Paul?
I guess we'll find out when we get there. Just we got to make sure to have one another's backs because there's not a whole lot of magic users in this world, but they can be pretty tough when you encounter one. And I don't know. I have a feeling that whatever's going on, whoever these attackers were, they're tough.
I'm just gonna say
okay, I
as long as you don't cross me,
Without getting
we're good.
I wouldn't dream of it. Not that I don't dream of you. I'm just saying, like I wouldn't dream of like crossing you. You know.
Oh, just out of curiosity, what did you do to Lizzie? Is she
She wasn't with us.
is she still alive, or
I sent her somewhere else.
So she is still alive.
I don't know.
He might have sent her to hell.
I sent her.
Or a volcano.
I sent her somewhere. I sent her somewhere else.
Is that what?
Okay then. If you
None
want
of
to
my
do that
business.
to
None of my business.
some enemies, go for it. Just
She was a
don't
friend.
do it to me.
Talk about me.
She was a friend, but when my lord speaks to me, I just have to listen, you know? But anyway. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Okay.
But anyway.
Okay, so the sun rises the next day, and you guys continue on your way. At this point, I think you were given 2 or 3 days worth of rations initially. I can't remember what it was,
So
but you guys at this point are running fairly low. You're now it goes the whole way through the day. You guys are following down where this road is, traveling south.
How close are we to Kent?
So on day 2, since you guys had rolled kind of high on that survival on the way back, a long stretch of mountains arrives on the horizon, and it grows as the day continues. Larger than the Bone Spar Mountains you had left just a day prior, the Necklace, which is the name of this mountain range, dwarfs it in both height and length. If you were to follow the range on either side to its conclusion, you would run out of ground before the mountains did. To the northeast lies the frozen sea of Lotrin, where the mountains meet the ice. To the southwest is Angalore Harbor, the farthest area north, claimed by what remains of the Montier Empire. Luckily, however, you aren't traveling the hundreds of miles necessary to reach either of those 2 destinations, because tucked in the center of those mountains, in one of the few passages through, is your destination, Kent. Nighttime approaches as you enter. The town is buzzing with a choir of noises and voices. Dogs barking, children laughing, parents yelling, visitors talking, drunks singing. The symphony reaches your ears as a single note, occasionally layered upon by a particularly loud member before returning the pitch. The closest thing to a city this far north, many of you, namely Matixia, Cypher, and Nova, had to travel through here in order to reach Thane's Stand. So, you might not be necessarily familiar with the town, but you've passed through it before. Kent is dirty, and quite loud in comparison to the rest of the world up here. Vagabonds, mercenaries, thieves, outcast. Gilead in general is home to a very specific kind of person. It's diverse in terms of race and culture and background, but no one finds this place on accident. Kent, the choke point into the wintry tundra to the north, is a refuge to those who find themselves on the run. It's roughly 2,000 people here. So it's considerably larger than what you guys are used to, especially for you, because you've been out on the plains for a while, and you, because you've also been out on the plains for a while. And as you guys enter into the town, at this point, you guys catch the town just before the gates close. So the guards allow you in without giving you any problem. But as soon as you enter into the town, a halfling approaches you, and he's bearing this wide smile. Under each of his arms is a metal crutch, assisting him in the effort of walking. As he grows nearer, and his form becomes more distinguishable from the rest of the village, you realize why. His entire left foot is missing. And he crutches up to you guys. Hello, intrepid adventurers! My name is Jerry.
I'm telling you. Yeah, my cripple.
Jerry.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Is there an
The
inn?
inn.
We have an inn slash a bar. It's called the Rusted Tankard.
You have a room for one?
I don't work there.
Oh, sure.
And you kind of see now. It looks like he's wearing like a several old day suit. Like maybe once upon a time it was nice, but the suit is kind of like a pimp suit that you would find at a Salvation Army. Like it's like oversized, it's dirty. He looks like he's trying to keep up on appearances, but it looks like he's not like particularly rich.
Is it purple?
What is Salvation Army?
He kind of gestures behind him. The Rusted Tankard is just a little bit down on your left-hand side. I'm kind of like a guide. I can't really find work elsewhere, and he gestures down to his missing foot. But this is kind of the job they gave me. So, do you guys need a guide?
We don't have money.
I don't take much. I'm pretty, anything that you're willing to spare, really.
Do you guys want to go half?
Do I know this village?
You're
Oh.
familiar with it.
I'll take care of it, guys. I can pay for the
You're
guide.
gonna pay for us?
Yeah, I can pay
What?
for the tour.
Ooh.
What's
we
your rate?
We have a sugar mom.
Whatever you're willing to spare, miss.
Oh, he's one of those.
All right.
Oh,
So-
just
Oh, that means
Also,
he's ass.
I'm keeping Jeff very close to me throughout this whole thing.
And he notices, but he doesn't really care.
What's a normal amount to pay?
Anything that you're willing to part with.
He's so ass.
I don't know, just a couple gold, or you said a piece of ass.
No, that means
My rates.
That's one way to pay.
if he's willing to take whatever, that means he's really shitty as a guide.
Or he's just poor and he's just, I'm licensed. And he pulls out like just a piece of paper, like that's like just hastily scrawled upon.
I'll give him 8 gold.
Oh, thank you. And he just puts it into his pocket and, I'm taking you anywhere you want to go.
Can I do a perception and nature and history check?
I should have did that shit before.
Yeah, of Kent?
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for history. Roll it with advantage because you've been here before.
20 plus 4.
Natural 20. Yeah, that's perfect. So, Kent, you know it well.
I do.
Mostly in your studies, but you have passed through here just somewhat recently on your way up to Thanestand. You know that it is mostly a mining town. That's their main industry. They are essentially the main point that all of the resources coming in and out of Gilead pass through. So they throw some taxes on things that are traveling from north to south or vice versa. And there's also a fairly large mine on the eastern side of town, and that's large. Like most of the people here are miners. It's a mining town. You also know from your last time here, you recall there being a library, a church, some weird circular pit kind of thing. You had seen it, and it struck you as interesting, but not enough to like actually investigate it. And that's kind of more toward the center of town. And a couple other like larger buildings and things. And actually, I'll hook you guys up with this now. Here's a map. So there's the mountains off to the side, and it is tucked like perfectly in between those mountains. So you guys came in through this north entrance. There's the main way through town, but there's like various things like around town that there and
Is that
utilize.
a Jarl?
There is a Jarl. Yeah, and you do know from your study that there is some version of a hierarchy here. The people in charge of the mine are very influential, but there is supposedly a independent Jarl that runs things. But he's very closely tied with the mine.
Alright, guys, so, little ding-dongs. There's a hierarchy in this little town. I want you guys to be careful. Also, this used to be a mining center, so I want you guys still is. So just be careful for that. There's a fighting pit over there. If you two big guys want to go at it with someone, yes, you're free to do that. There's a library if you want to read, be a nerd over there.
And a hospital.
And a hospital to tend anyone's wounds.
It sounds like you don't really need me, but I appreciate the money, and I'm going to stay with you guys through the whole thing.
But I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to go to that inn.
Sir, is there a jewelry store that is open currently?
We have a pretty late market, especially now with all the people coming back and coming to and from Thanestand. Yeah, I mean it should still be open. There should be someone there. Come to think of it, I think we've actually had a jeweler come in from Thanestand recently. I could be wrong, but he'd come in just in the last day or so, earlier today, I think.
Can you point him out?
Would you all like to follow me to the market, or I know you mentioned going to the inn. I can accompany whoever wants.
I've been here before. I'll take my stride somewhere else.
Okay.
I'll follow you. Also, do you know where a Remoraz scale could be sold?
Ooh, you slay it yourself?
I helped slay it.
Oh, you guys! I think someone in the market could probably help you with that too. It's a pretty extensive market, and like I said, with the festival happening up north, you guys came from that way. How was it, by the way?
It was all right.
Yeah, the guy from the market, the guy from the stall, the jewelry guy who would come in, he didn't really have much to say about it. It sounds like something happened and he left before the festival really kicked off. So
Yeah, we left right before that too.
Oh, did you?
Right before the festival.
Took you a while to get here then. You get lost on the way.
Yeah, we ended up in the Bone Spars.
Well, that's good. You got on the Bone Spar. That's a whole different direction.
Someone got lost.
You guys maybe needed a guide out there. It sounds like.
Yeah, so I'll follow him to the market.
You guys all continue down the main road south. All of you guys go left toward where the inn is, and Jerry's like walking with you guys toward this, and he says, "Just beware not to go into that pit. And you guys can see right near the center of town, enclosed on 3 sides by 1-story buildings, one of those buildings being the inn itself, is this pit. Stairways lead up to the roofs where wooden bleachers sit in waiting. They're emptied right now. A poorly constructed wooden fence separates the 4th side, so the side facing you guys, toward the road. The 4th side of the pit from the rest of town, centered on a barely hanging wooden gate. Most of the pit itself is mud now, the melted snow now resting in various puddles, and in its absence sits the ground's once hidden collection of mementos of previous fights. This is a fighting pit. You guys can see like an ear or two laying what was once underneath the snow. There's more teeth than you can count, just little white specks from where you guys are standing. Handful of fingers, some bones, and
You want some new fingers?
Jerry says, "Yeah, it's definitely best to go the long way around the buildings and not walk through there. Because if you walk through there, you're gonna have a challenger any time of the day."
How close am I to him? The Tazra.
You guys are all walking together.
Hey, big guy, that's all for you. Can I
Not
nudge
this
him?
time.
I nudge him.
There's more important matters at hand.
Can you give me quick fingers while you're in there, though?
Okay, and
I was just thinking, I could see him running into the pit to collect fingers.
That's what I said to him. That's
then
what I
someone-
said to him, then he talked to you.
And then someone being like, "Oh, we have a challenger," and he's like, "No, no, no."
I just want 2 fingers.
I'm just collecting fingers. That's a good point. You should go in and collect some fingers.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, Jeff is on our side now.
Jeff is not going to restore your fingers.
Aw.
Jeff does not know how to restore fingers. And Jerry turns to you guys. When you go in, let the bartender. His name is Bruner. Let the bartender know that that you met me and that I recommended you, and maybe he'll give you guys a discounted room or something. And he says, "But this is where I leave you. This is where I leave. Well, most of you. Let's go on to the market. And the market's actually right across the street from where the fighting pit is."
Someone get a double room or get me a room and I'll pay you back.
I got you.
I like to jerk off at night. by
Also,
myself.
grab me a room.
Are you not going?
I want to see the marketplace.
Are you going to?
Oh, cool.
I will get a room for Connor.
Oh, you got it.
I'm gonna get a room with Tixia. She's room with me.
No, I'm not with you.
For you.
Ooh, sorry. All they had left was the honeymoon suite.
We'll start off with the market people. So it's Jerry, you, Jeff's gonna tag along.
Hope you like being big.
Actually, well, Jeff's going with them.
No, I'm sticking
I'm the
with
big
Jeff.
You're sticking with Jeff, just to kind of see the sights. Yeah, I was here before, but Glorthane didn't let me do anything, so I'd like to kind of see around a little bit. And you guys head on. It's a similar setup, the market, similar setup to the one in Thane's Stand. There's a handful of colored wagons with stalls off the back and the sides. It has a lot more permanent fixtures, though, like actual structures with signs, ones that read blacksmith, armorer, beautician, a whole bunch of things. And,
I go up to the blacksmith.
okay, so you start heading toward the blacksmith.
Yeah, I want to grab some new weapons.
Matixia, I want you to roll me a quick perception check.
I'll need 4 hours of sleep.
18.
From across the market, you see the same shopkeepers that you had met in Thane's Stand, the one that you were previously buying hats from. As you're kind of looking at him, his eyes turn and he makes a very quick eye contact with you, and you see where he kind of tilts his head sideways, like trying to figure out where he remembers you from. And you start heading toward the blacksmith. Are you just going by yourself then? Or do you want me to come with you?
No, it's okay. Thank you for your help.
Okay, I guess
I'm
I'm
gonna-
sticking with you then.
I'm gonna ask Jeff.
All
what
right,
he's doing.
I'll go to
Wait,
the
so-
blacksmith, get some new weapons.
So you two start heading to the blacksmith. Jeff looks at you and says, "I'm gonna get a hat." And he starts heading over to the guy that you had met. And he walks over, and as he reaches the shopkeeper, who now it seems like his attention fully was on you, and you can hear this where you and Jeff reach the shopkeeper. He's like, "Hello, my friends. I feel I recognize at least one of your companions there. Did you guys come from Thane's Stand by chance?"
Who are you?
Right.
Why do you need to know that?
I just, I mean no offense. I'm just interested in reoccurring customers is all. I got back today, this morning. I've seen you before too. In the fight, in town. Everyone was fighting. And you killed a whole bunch, you killed the big one. My friend, I will give you a discount. I left, but I left right after that. They had sent out some people, from what I hear, to recollect the stolen gauntlet. And I figured when they were sending people away from the gates, it was time for me to go, head down here and start actually making some sales. So I left right then and there.
Well, I have no plans to buy anything, so he can have my discount. I motion at Jeff.
Jeff's just, his eyes light up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want the best hat that you have. The biggest, brightest, most colorful hat that you have. And I'm getting his discount. You heard him say it. And the shopkeeper kind of looks at you and then just smiles widely. Yes, my friend, I think I have just the thing for you. And he kind of roots around and ultimately he pulls out this big, colorful hat. Like imagine, I don't even know.
Like a pimp hat.
It's kind of like a pimp hat. It's like purple on the sides. It's like quilted almost. And Jeff just happily
puts
it on.
Feather?
This one unfortunately does not, but it looks very comfortable.
Any stealth missions is your fault.
And Jeff's just like, thank you. Have I gotten your name? This is so embarrassing.
That's right. I've never introduced myself.
You're just quiet. I've just called you the quiet guy. Until yesterday, and until last night. And the shopkeeper gives you guys this really weird look.
What the fuck are these guys?
Well, because you were talking to me last night.
Tazrook.
Taz. Okay. Taz, I'm Jeff. It's nice to meet you formally.
I know that's what he was going to shorten it.
And he just very, very happy. The shopkeeper charges him 5 gold, and he just happily hands over just some cash that was some coins that were in a coin purse in his pocket. But then very quickly afterwards, he turns back to you. Did you guys ever take that gauntlet back? I know that you were tasked to head up that way. And Jeff kind of just looks at you.
I give Jeff a look and I say, we haven't found it yet.
What are you doing here? You think that they came down this way?
Yes. We think that they went to Kent.
Through town?
I found a map from them, and it said something about Kent, so I must find them.
Did you happen to get a look of any of them? Maybe I can help you.
Do you know anyone by the name of Arnlana?
He thinks on this for a moment. I might. The first time I was here was before I started heading up north. She lives here somewhere. I couldn't tell you where. She's a cleric, I think. Worked maybe at the hospital here? I don't know. Can't make any promises, my friend. I'm sorry.
No, that's more information than I've gotten so far, so thank you. And I flick him a silver piece for...
Thank you, my friend. You're very kind. You two are entering into the armorers, or the blacksmiths. It's a little bit darker inside than it was outside, and you kind of hear as some of the candles are being put out around the room. And as the door opens, there's also this ding, like a little bell. You hear this voice from across the room. We're just about closing for the night. Can you come back in the morning?
I was just wondering if you could do anything with these Remoraz scales.
Remoraz. And he comes around the the back room there, and you see he's this big, again, still like a human, but it looks like he might have some Goliath or something somewhere up the bloodline, far up the bloodline. That's pretty impressive. Is it an adult?
No, it was young, but it was a good 20 feet?
Something like that.
About 20 feet or so long.
Are they intact? Do you mind if I take a look?
Yeah.
And he grabs it from you and kind of looks around, goes back to where his desk is, kind of toward the back of the room, and grabs a magnifying glass and starts kind of looking over things. Yeah, I could probably do something. Are we looking for anything in particular? Or?
Just, I don't know how much. Can you make armor out of it, or?
Do you remember how many pieces you had? You had 8 larger pieces, intact scales. Well, you're a bigger guy. Maybe a chest piece.
That works for me. A chest piece would work fine.
Sure. When do you need it by?
How long would it take?
I'm a little bit backed up at the moment. A lot of work I'm doing down at the mine. Maybe 2 weeks.
Could I get it in 2 days? And I flash some gold?
You're gonna need a lot more gold than that, friend. I'm sorry. The mine pays me. I'm essentially on retainer with them. All their contracts they come through me.
How much gold would it take?
For the whole thing, if I was just selling you one of these, it'd be about 1,500 gold pieces. You're giving me the material, so essentially you're just paying for labor. We're gonna say maybe 800 gold pieces. For the 2 weeks, if you want to rush it, it's gonna be a bit more than that.
What about some spaldrons?
Yeah, I could probably do something with that. Normally runs probably closer to 750 gold pieces to buy it. I can maybe do 400 gold pieces to get one for you. Again, still 2 weeks.
All right,
I don't know. I can.
At least I know I can do something with them now. Thank you.
Sure. If are you planning on coming back through the area? I mean, I can start work on them, and next time you're through.
No, I'm not sure what my current plans are.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, friend. I know there's plenty of places down south that can maybe work for you. They've got teams of people. I'm just by myself here, and I've got the apprentice with me. But
I understand that. Also, have you heard of anyone named Arlana?
what? Any kind of guard? He takes on more of a guarded disposition. What business do you have with Arlana?
I just have a letter here saying that I need to meet with her.
Roll for persuasion.
Persuasion
You're in
said
here.
I'm
You're in
minus
here
one.
as well.
I am.
By the way.
This guy just won't stop talking.
Yeah,
15. I show him the letter.
That's some bad handwriting. It doesn't look like she had written it, but yeah, I mean, she's kind of a keystone of our town here. Been living here as long as I can remember. She works at the hospital across the road. She's kind of been in and out over the last couple weeks, so she might not even be here. I don't know. I mean, you could either visit her at work, or she has a place. I think it's like a smaller place, red exterior, kind of looks like it's falling apart. I don't know. It's like northwestern part of town, I guess. A couple-minute walk.
Well, thank you for your information. I toss him a silver piece.
Yeah, thank you. Much obliged. And
And
what about
I
you?
walk out.
What about you? I want to say little lady, but like you're a barbarian. What
How
about
dare
you,
you.
little? What about you, lady?
I'm actually interested in buying that battle axe you have on your wall there.
Oh, this baby. Oh, this one actually used to belong to me. I used to be an adventurer before I took an arrow to the knee. For this one here, it's mine. Been in a lot of places with me. Maybe 75 gold I could part with it for. It's worth it, but it's kind of sentimental value, you know.
How about I give you 65?
Roll for persuasion.
14.
Or not the newest one.
14.
You would love.
You know what? You look like you adventure a lot, and the axe hasn't been out in a while. So, well, let's call it 50 gold even, and I'll part with her.
Damn, he went down.
Yeah, you went down.
Wait, what did you say? 55?
No, she said 65.
Oh, 65? No. 70. 70. No. I'm cutting it out.
Can't go back.
60 gold.
All right.
Still went down.
70 gold. You're right. 70 gold. You said
All right.
65. 70
60 gold it is.
All right, so mark that off on your sheet,
Okay.
and he goes
What
behind the
kind of
counter and
barter
picks
is
this thing up
that?
off the wall. He hands it to you, and you can see like it definitely has had use. I mean, it's very sharp and it's shiny, like it's been recently, like there's been oil recently on it. But there's like some various chips and scrapes on it, like it's seen some battle. It's a lot heavier than what you're used to.
I'd also like to see if you have a javelin for sale.
Yeah, I can maybe hand something off to you. I like you.
He's building stuff for other people, so he has a weapon. He has armor material in his jar. We can rob him.
Jesus.
You don't need to problem.
She's the rogue.
I'm not gonna rob him though.
I'm a robber.
Actually,
I'm
my
a robber when I
stealth,
wake
my
up.
stealth is rolled.
I
with
do. Yeah,
disadvantage,
I can hook you up with a javelin.
can't
It's
rob by
it's just
yourself.
15 gold pieces for a single one.
Oh, you could.
All right. How about I give you 10
I have a
gold?
+7.
Oh, you mean like?
I do like you. Go ahead and roll for persuasion again.
so- Yeah,
I
fill
got
myself with
12.
with a stealth
I like
with
you, but I'm
disadvantage.
also a business owner, and at the end of the day, I need to make money. 15 is the lowest I can do.
All right, that's fine.
But anyway, folks, I really got to close up my shop. You're welcome to come back in the morning if you have any friends, but I got to get home.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
Let's
your
follow
help.
him home.
Okay, thank you guys. Make sure that battle axe, gets plenty of
Oh, it
plenty of
will.
action.
Don't
Thank
you
you.
worry.
And he kind of turns away and starts putting out more candles. As you guys exit, you can hear the door latch behind you. We're gonna move on to the guys who are entering the inn. Yeah, to get Tirza squared away. Okay, so you guys walk around this building to go to essentially what would be the rear entrance because you don't want to walk through the fighting pit to get inside. As you walk in, like the place, it's pretty late, so you walk in and you are immediately greeted with just loud voices, drunks just yelling back and forth to one another. There's like a scuffle kind of breaking out in the back of the bar. It's just a really rowdy joint. Most of these guys here are miners. and like this is their time off. So like work hard, play hard.
Underage and they're in a bar.
And
Take it a second.
so they're all they work in mines, and they're all just kind of fighting and everything. And you guys can see the bar where you guys are walking in the back. So for you, it would be the right side against the wall. And the place is just packed, and you guys are getting occasionally some eyes and things from maybe someone who is drunk, drinking too much. But for the most part, no one gives you any issue. And there's like some people. There's a stage kind of off on the left side, and there's like a group of bards that are playing just like some cheery music.
Where's the bar owner?
There is a bartender behind the bar on the right side.
Hey, bartender, can I get his attention?
Yeah. So you're yelling across the bar, or are you walking up to him?
I walk up to him.
Okay. You have to kind of worm your way through a couple people, and you bump into a couple that kind of gives you a side eye, but for the most part, you get up there fine. Are you with him? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys both walk up to the bar. There's this big guy, large fucking forearms. That's like the largest part on him. He's a bit shorter, but he just has these large forearms. He's got like a goatee and like a top knot that goes like braided off to the side of his head. He's got some like deep wrinkles and things on his face, and he looks over at you. What can I get you?
I want one room with 2 beds.
No, 2 rooms.
What is it?
I'm getting a room.
Oh wait, no,
Are you 2 together?
3 rooms because we're getting one for Connor.
Yo, I'm getting me and Retixia.
I don't got all day here, folks.
All
What are we
right.
doing?
We're separate. 1 room, 2 beds.
1 room, 2 beds.
Yes, sir.
It's 8 silver a night. You just doing one night?
2 nights.
Say 8 silver, so 16 silver. So is that it? Can I go back to my job? You guys,
Do you want a room?
1 room. There's
I don't
2 of
know.
you.
I don't know what
You
my
guys
buddy
got the
wants.
same room.
I don't know what my buddy wants.
No, I would like.
You're gonna need 2 beds. Your business is your own, man. I don't care.
All right, thank you.
You're getting a room.
Yes.
He like tosses you one of the room keys.
Guy. Classic.
May I have 2 rooms, please?
1 room with 2 beds. 2 rooms, 1 bed each.
Yes.
That's gonna be 10 silver. 10 silver a night. You staying for 2 nights also?
Yes, sir.
20 silver.
So I'm
And
just
he-
gonna mark off 10 and you mark off 10 too.
Yeah, that works.
He grabs 2 room keys, also from under the bar, and he hands both of them to you. The checkout is noontime, midday. You folks hear about the competition we got going on here, Fighting Pit? Looks like you guys don't really get through here very often.
No, what's it about?
So technically, the champion is supposed to get like a free room at the end, something that the owner worked out. You also get unlimited free drinks within reason if you win. There's some private bets. I mean, we don't get involved in any of that stuff, just, trying to keep it all above board. But, I mean, I don't know. Our champion's here at the moment, but it doesn't look like either of you would really be much of a match to him. So,
Can I
if it's something you're interested in,
Thank you.
ask him a question? And can I whisper to him, like, can I say in his ear?
yeah,
Do you have any night walkers over?
night walkers, like whores.
Yes.
Nightwalker.
Yeah, we do.
zombies.
Between the ships.
There's, if you want, I could try to get a hold of someone. What are you into?
Matixia.
Why are we sharing a
Just making sure.
room?
Yeah. Oh, you just want to know? You're not interested in?
Just wanted to know.
You don't want to like order one?
No.
I can make it happen.
I got one later
I'm
tonight.
like a 5'9".
Oh, you got one already?
Yeah, I got one coming.
Oh, you have one coming.
I
Yeah.
guess he's into that.
All right, yeah. Just clean up after yourselves. We really hate having to go through and clean up after disgusting people in their room, especially when it comes to that kind of
Meeting
stuff.
with a
So,
barbarian later. It's okay.
hey, you do you. He walks away from you guys, and he's going to start moving to where there's more people on the bar. It's a fairly large bar, and he's handing out drinks to other people.
All right, I want to go to my room.
Okay, cool. So you take your key, you just go. So it's a 1 story. So they actually send you down to the basement. There's like a set of stairs. You go down into the basement, and it's all stone, and you can see it almost looks like a jail cell or like a refurbished jail, where there's just various rooms on the side, but like they're each rooms. Like there's doors on them. You can go in and out, obviously, but there's no windows or anything. It's just rooms.
All right, I just want to find my room
Yeah, you do.
and go to sleep for 4 hours.
Cool. It's the last one on the left. You just go down, go into your room, lock the door behind you, I'm assuming, and then you're just meditating.
I'm just meditating.
Can I go to the jewelry store now?
That's silent.
You go to the jewelry store, and you can actually see where there is a closed sign. It doesn't even look like anyone has been here in a while, and so like you had to walk out and walk toward like where more of these stalls were in the market, and the same shopkeeper who had talked to those guys is now across from you. My friend, what are you looking
Putting
for?
the
Looking for some
images in my head
gemstones.
right now.
I could maybe assist you. I mostly sell hats and clothing, but well, I had a turn of fortune lately, and I have a couple things. You looking to purchase gemstones?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, my friend, come over.
Maybe rings also? Do you have any rings?
I do, and he kind of looks around for half a second, and then he produces this large chest and opens it up, and there are like various shelves and things on the top that fold out of the lid of this chest, and there are like rings, bracelets, necklaces. He's like, now I haven't been able to look through this too much yet, but it looks like there's quite a bit.
I feel like this is sketchy, but
The man that this used to belong to no longer needs it.
it's very sketchy.
It is all above board. I assure you, my friend.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Okay. You're looking for a ring.
Yeah, 2 rings possibly with gemstones on them.
What kind of gems were you thinking?
Anything like sapphire, ruby, emerald, maybe.
Okay. And he starts kind of rooting around them, pushing some things aside, and he looks up at you a couple times and just offers like this little smile. Yes. So it looks like we have a couple here. The cheapest I'd be willing to part with is maybe 50 gold pieces per ring.
Per ring?
It's a pretty expensive ring, and he shines a little light to it. You can see where it scatters.
What type is it?
One is a ruby, and one is a sapphire, and he's offering them to you for the same price, 50 each.
I'll take it.
Okay. Awesome, my friend. And he hands them over to you and takes mark off 100 gold pieces. This is a very good day for me indeed. Is there anything else I can help you with?
They fit me right.
They might need some reworking. I could probably make that larger for you if you'd be willing to pay a little extra coin.
How much would it?
Oh, did you want to do anything?
No.
Did you just go to your room?
To sleep, yeah.
Okay, so you go to your room as well. You only need 4 hours of meditation, same as him. We'll say maybe another just 5 gold pieces per ring. I can make them large enough for you. I could do it right now.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, he grabs them back from you, and you see he kind of heats up what looks like to be a very hot burning torch, and he uses that to soften the metal. He cuts a part of it and then adds more metal to it, hands it off to you after maybe 30 minutes or so. Is there anything you wanted to do during that 30 minutes while you're waiting?
No, I'll just wait there.
Are you two doing anything?
So why don't we go grab a room, and tomorrow you can walk around town and show off your hat.
Do you like my hat?
I love your hat, Jeff.
When I first met you, I thought that you were kind of mean, but I think you got a soft heart in there. And he kind of just pokes you in the chest. He's like, you're a good guy. Are you guys heading to the inn as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so he just follows you to the inn. You guys walk in. Did you get rooms? You guys get them rooms?
They didn't get me.
She
a
got
room.
me
I
a
didn't ask
room.
them to.
Okay, so you walk up to the same deal as the bartenders. You get a lot more eyes when you enter into the bar because of just you're massive, and you get like a few people like hungrily eyeing you, like I want to fight this guy because that's what this town. Yeah, not the other way.
Wanna go in the fight?
These guys look like they want to fight you. Like they're looking at one another, whispering back and forth. There's that liquid courage running through a lot of them, so they're just kind of looking at you. And you're going up to the bartender as well?
Yeah.
You're a big guy. What can I do for you?
Just need a room if you have any.
And then Jeff kind of shows up next to you, and he's like, and that is a very big hat. Are you two together?
2 beds.
Oh, right.
Separate.
Yeah, I didn't mean together, like... Okay. And it's one room, 2 beds. It looks like we just have one more remaining for the night, so it's going to be... You used to have how many nights?
2 nights.
Two nights, 16 gold pieces. But if you play your cards right, you could get it free. Big guy like you. Are you familiar with the fighting pit we have here in town?
I'm not.
Well, we have a fighting pit here in town. Listen, technically I'm not supposed to do this. The inn is not supposed to be investing in any of the fighters. So the inn won't invest in any of the fighters, but that's not to say that privately people can't invest fighters, and I would absolutely put some money down on you beating the shit out of our champion that we have here, the Dunce. That's not like his name, that's just what I call him. I mean, it gets you a free room, gets you free drinks, you get your name and face up on a placard on the wall.
How did I get his face up there?
We'll see about it tomorrow.
Cut it off. All right, well, just keep me posted, because I think I'd make a pretty penny from you. And then Jeff's like, what about me? It's like, you would be a very good way to lose money, my friend. All right, here's your keys. And he hands it off and takes 16 pieces from you. Any drinks or anything for you guys tonight?
Not for me.
All right, well, come find me tomorrow if you're interested, all right?
Where do you
Name's
leave my keys?
Bruner. All right, and have a good night. He starts kind of giving drinks and things to everyone else.
I still haven't gotten around
Oh my
to the-
God, where the heck were you? So what were you doing when he was getting his rings?
Stop looking at me like that.
Got room for you.
Why is he trying to bend?
Oh, the barbarian.
Is the inn the only place to
To get rooms.
yeah.
Where did Jerry end up? Who was he with last? So he was just waiting outside of the armory for you guys because you guys went off and did your thing. So Jerry's with you, so you're able to ask him that. Yeah, it's just the inn. It's not a huge town. I mean, I guess if you found someone to like stay with or something, then like you could say, hey, can I stay with you or something? If you're interested, I actually have a place like just down the road. I mean, it would cost you a little bit extra, but
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
if you want to stay with me,
Oh. Why does everyone
I don't
wanna
mean-
sleep with me?
miss, I don't mean like that. I mean, like I have a cot in this shack that I live in that you'd be welcome to use for a couple extra gold.
Okay, I'll go stay with Jerry. The funny thing is,
So-
I don't even know that I need
You were with him when you heard about Orlana, so you know everything that he had heard. So you know where she lives, you know where she works, and Jerry takes you back to his place, which, funny enough, is it's across town. So Orlana's place would be like closer to here, and where Jerry takes you is out back of the fighting pit where there's these really small mining homes, like these little cubbies essentially they live in. And he opens up the door and it's literally just like a pot in the corner and a cot. A pot and a cot. That's it. And there's like one tiny little window next to the door, and he says, you can take the cot. I'll just sleep on the floor.
6 feet
Oh,
tall.
that's so sad.
It might not cover all of you. You're pretty big. I don't mean that in any offense. You're just strong. Yeah, I have no problem sleeping on the floor.
Oh no, I can't put you out, Jerry.
I mean, you're paying me to be here, so
Oh no, I can't take your bed. I thought you had an extra bed.
And he there's also a little kind of like a little chest in the room as well that he opens up and just pulls out some loose clothing, most of which are suits, very much like the one that he's currently wearing, and he just puts them out on the floor, and he's like, I have a bed.
Oh no! Take my money, Jerry, and I'll go stay somewhere else.
You don't want to stay with me?
It's
You don't like my
not-
place?
I just don't want to take your bed.
I worked really hard giving guided tours to get this place.
Oh my god.
You're still getting the money.
You just have one.
How much
bed.
gold? How much are you giving him?
I don't know. How much was it actually?
Like
He never told you. He just walked you to his
Did you
house.
say a couple gold?
Or whatever.
he said a couple more than what Joe
All
had
right,
paid.
I'll just give him 2 more gold and then I'll fuck off.
Thank you, miss. Well, now you know where I live, so if you need anything, and I'll be out and around town looking for more tourists tomorrow, so if you need anything, just let me know, okay? And he he leans his crutches up against the wall and starts like just kind of playing around with his cot. I guess because there's nothing else in this room as you leave. All right, what are you doing now?
All right, I'll go to the inn. I'll see what's going on.
Okay, so you walk into the inn. You're seeing essentially the same thing everyone else is seeing. It's pretty rowdy. There's a lot going on here. You enter with yourself, and you get, again, like, same as Tazaruk, there's a couple hungry eyes in both ways that could be interpreted. Are you walking up to the bartender?
Has it been 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
At this point, it would be just 30 minutes as she's going in.
See you guys.
See
All
ya
right.
See ya.
tomorrow. Just for our records here, can I stay with you?
Are you waiting for her
What?
to arrive?
room with her?
Yeah.
No, she got me.
You have 2 rooms with 1 bed each.
with her?
No, she
no,
got.
one's for Connor.
She left the room key at the with the barkeep for me.
So you're just sleeping like on the floor?
Or maybe we'll
Like the
cuddle. I don't
opposite.
know.
Like she's sleeping where my feet are.
Yeah, feet to head.
I have a bed
Feet
for
to
her.
head.
Are you wait? Are you went to your room? Are you
You're
also
asleep.
waiting?
You don't know what's going on.
Don't worry,
asleep.
we'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
But I'm saying I have
She
a-
doesn't know that you have a bed for
I
her.
didn't tell her.
No.
No.
I heard.
You didn't say anything. I was like, can someone get me a bed or can someone get me a room? And yeah, I don't think anyone answered me.
That's really sad. So you just have an empty bed.
Meanwhile, Nova was like, don't worry, Connor.
You can wake up after 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You walk up to the bartender, and it takes him a couple minutes to get to you because at this point it's really busy. It's really lively in here.
Okay.
You kind of you can hear like glass getting shattered behind you and things. Like this place is pretty rowdy. But eventually he walks up to you. What do you need? What can I get you?
Hi. Do you have any rooms available?
Well, they're going like hotcakes tonight. You hear someone say, "Oh, hotcakes," and then like one of the other bartenders goes over and hands him some hotcakes. Let me check, and he looks under the counter. I think we just got rid of our last room. They're going like crazy just within the last like 15 minutes. It just usually doesn't happen, but a lot of people coming from up north today, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You coming from Thane Stand?
I am, yes.
Yeah, a bunch of crazy people up there. I don't know, religious zealots.
Weirdos. So anyway, did you happen to see a cleric walk in?
Cleric. You mean like Arlana?
Yeah, like Arlana.
No, I haven't seen an Arlana. There was a couple people in here. I've been seeing a lot. It's been busy.
Did you see a female elf come in?
There was a couple elves in here. One kind of looked feminine. Was missing a couple fingers on their hand.
No, not that one. Not that one.
I don't know. I mean, they got a room with 2 beds.
Was there another elf?
Yeah, I think she got 2 rooms. Is the second room yours?
Did he check in yet?
No, he's just finishing up getting his.
Oh, you know what? I think she might have gotten me a room.
All right, yeah, she said someone would be showing up, so and he hands you over the key. Have a good night. It's good for 2 nights. If you need anything else, just let me know. Fighting pit, stuff. People fighting in a pit. I don't know. Anyway, have a good night. You want anything to drink?
You know what? I'll take a drink.
All right, yeah, I'll just an ale or what can I get you?
Do you have any red wine?
That's a good question.
Malibu Baby.
I would like a sex on the beach.
We have a house ale,
No,
5
I can
silver
make it.
per pint, pretty large amount. It's pretty good. We brew it here. We import some stuff
said
from
it's
down
ale.
south, but our supply roads have been interrupted lately, so some of the stuff that we have might be a little bit old.
Your ale, is that an IPA?
It's alcoholic.
It's alcoholic.
I just don't want anything too hoppy.
It's got like a honey taste to it.
That sounds terrible. I'll take it.
Okay, so you take a pint of ale.
Can I walk into the inn now?
So you get your stuff. Are you heading right to the inn?
Wait, how much was my ale?
You head to the inn. Are you doing anything after getting the ale?
I'm gonna drink it.
Just at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk in, you can see the back of Matixia, and you can see a bunch of other people.
Alright, I go up to the barkeep and ask if someone left a key for me.
Whoa, there's a lot of big people coming in tonight. And a key for you?
Yeah, it would have been an elf.
An elf left the key for you?
Yeah.
Elf left the key for her. Oh. Yeah, we had another elf who had come in. If you go down, it's in the basement, last room to the left.
Thank you.
Yes.
I go down there.
You gonna cuddle with him? Thinking it's her?
Well, there's 2 rooms. There's 2 beds.
There's 2
right?
beds. He's gonna crawl into your bed, thinking you're her.
I open the room, sit on my bed, and perform a ritual.
What does that mean?
Remember what I talked to you about? The rings?
Yes, that's what you're gonna do.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Just gonna perform a ritual.
Yeah, what spells are you doing?
I am putting Thunderwave on both.
On both. Okay, go ahead. Mark those off for now, but you're going right to sleep, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Roll me a Arcana check. Twice. I just want to see, this is the first time you've ever done something like this.
What is he doing exactly?
He is imbuing the rings that he just got with magical essence to see if he can cast them at a later date and not expel a spell slot.
11 on one, 10 on the other.
What is your Arcana plus 0?
Plus 1.
You feel the this energy leave you into the rings. The rings glow for half a second, and then go back to their normal color, They still are giving off a faint energy.
I'll wait
You
first.
don't know if what you wanted to do was effective on either of them. You might need to try it a couple times.
Like try casting it a
To
couple times, or try using
later dates, not all at once. Like
Yeah.
to essentially gain proficiency in knowing how to do this, because it's going to be, it's not something you just, okay, I know how to do this now. They may or may not have the spell in there. We're going to wait until you attempt to use them. And then
Okay.
we're going to go from there.
And then I'll put the rings on and fall asleep.
Okay, that's what you're doing. All right. So you're
Every
drinking.
time.
You're drinking in the bar. For the most part, everyone kind of leaves you alone. At one point, one of the miners kind of approaches you, and he's just, "Ah, "You're pretty."
Keep walking, pal.
Roll for intimidation. Just at this point.
23.
Oh, and then he just like tail between the legs, just kind of scurries off to elsewhere to go hit on someone else. Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna finish my drink, then I'm gonna head to my room.
Okay. So you head to your room. It's a single room. It's really nice. Almost like it was meant for someone else. You didn't pay a cent. It was really nice. And you go to sleep. Cypher, you wake up 4 hours later.
Yes, sir.
It's still dark out, even though you wouldn't know because there's no windows in this room. There is a figure sleeping in the bed next to you. With
Yeah, I know. It's one of the
I'll
big
bed with you
guys.
anyway.
You assume, yeah, it does look like a bigger figure.
All right, can I walk out the room?
Yeah.
All right,
You leave the room.
I want to go outside the room into Kent.
Okay. You go into Kent. At this point, it's 4 hours later, so it's like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. The town is sleepy. So you're walking out of the inn.
Yes.
So in the process of walking out of the inn, like it looks like the bar is a lot quieter than it was when you had arrived. A lot of people had left. There's still some drunks and people there, but at this point, there's so many drinks deep that like they barely recognize your existence. What exit are you leaving?
The front entrance is the fighting pit. The back entrance is
The back entrance is the one that you guys had come.
Okay, then the back.
So, okay, so you go out the back. So you guys.
You
You exited. It's essentially like a little bit of a courtyard around the inn. You exit like right here.
Okay.
I was really hoping
So-
you'd stick to going through the fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
I
plan.
have something to do.
At 2 in the morning, I want to know who you're fighting.
I have a plan. I want to go to the library.
So you walk across town. There's a couple guards that. Are you sneaking to the library, or are you just walking?
You know what? Since I'm at full health and full anything, let's go. I'm gonna use passive out trace.
Wow. Okay. So mark that off on your spell sheet,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and roll for stealth.
stealth. So there's no way.
Anything other than a natural
Yeah.
one.
5.
Okay. So you dart from alleyway to alleyway behind houses or any structures that you can. There's some guards walking around town, as well as some various other people that are just happening to be out late. No one notices you. And you make it all the way across town. You cross through the market in order to get to the library, and you catch in the process of closing up his shop the shopkeeper that you also had met with, but he doesn't see you.
Do I know his name?
No one here knows his name. He never introduced himself officially.
Okay, I'm just gonna say hi.
Oh, my friend, you scared me.
I'm sorry, I startled you.
he kind of like moves a couple things aside. What? I know you as well.
You do know me as well. I've been here before.
What are you doing out here so late?
I'm an elf. I don't sleep.
He kind of backs up a little bit. Are you with him?
Who's him?
You would know. There was one of your kind who had followed me to Thane's stand. It was another shopkeeper. He had this mark on his neck. I don't see it on yours. But are you with him?
I was with him. He unfortunately died in Pain Stand in the battle.
He swallows hard. Does that mean that you're here to kill me?
I'm not here to kill you. Do you know what AR means?
Arm light rifle.
No, I've never... AR? No, is that someone's name?
Is it someone's name?
I don't know, that's what I asked you.
I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
Okay.
Okay. R. I'm gonna beat around the bush. Is there someone in this town?
I sell to people here. I don't know... I'm sorry, why are you doing this?
I'm not gonna kill you. Relax. I didn't kill the other guy. Someone else killed him. I just want to know, what is the story of this town? I've been here before. What do you know of Kent?
It's just a town. I don't know what to tell you. I work...
Why are you
I don't know.
terrorizing this guy?
I come from west of here. It's been years since I've been back home. I know this place somewhat, but I don't know anything special about it.
You're no use to me. Can I just go dark into the night again?
Heading the rest of the way to the library?
Yeah, this guy's wasting my time.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're
yeah.
heading the rest of the way to the library. As you approach the library, you realize that unlike a lot of the other buildings who the lights are off, the lights inside the library are still on.
I got
It seems like it's still open, even this late into the night.
Okay. Can I check if the door's open?
Sure. You walk up to it. It is a little bit of resistance just because it's a heavy door, but it pushes open.
Fudge. I didn't ask the guy about perception.
You want to go back?
Is he still there?
He's still setting up. He's setting up quicker now because he's terrified.
Can I go back? Real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, you run back.
Okay. Can I roll,
I told you I don't know anything.
Can I roll perception?
Just yeah, go ahead and roll. Roll investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
14, 15.
He is terrified.
Of
You
me?
do yes, of you, of whatever the situation is. Seeing you again, he's even more scared. You can see that he's throwing all of his stuff together. It looks like he was originally just setting up for the night. Now it looks like he wants to get out of here as soon as possible.
He's terrified of me.
He's terrified of you.
What do I do?
And seeing you again, he's just, stop, I don't know what the burn hand wants from me. Just leave me alone.
So who is?
Is that who you're a part of?
You just said.
If you're one of them, just tell me that you're one of them.
And if I was,
Then I'm already dead.
well, lucky for you, I want you to tell me what is this burning hand that you speak of. If I was one of them, what do you think I would kill you by now?
I don't know. I don't know why you people do what you do.
You people? What is that supposed to be?
Always.
You remember
that.
that- You're killers.
I'm not gonna kill you. You don't give me a reason to.
You killed that guard
Yeah, mine's empty.
in town.
You don't know that.
I was there. You killed the guard. You killed the guard.
As you can see, he was a guard. You are not a guard. I
And,
need your help. What?
He mutters something beneath his breath in a language that you may or may not understand.
What language is it?
Do you know Marquesian?
Yes.
Do you really?
I do.
Okay,
What?
so
Marquesian.
he mutters something to the effect of, "I need to get out of here as soon as possible."
Yeah.
But so you hear it, you hear it, and you recognize it. I need to get out of here as soon as possible, and you recognize it.
Can I speak to him in Marquesian?
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill you.
So what do you want?
What is this burning hand?
The burned hand. They come from the town from where I'm from, out west, near Marquette. That's Marquesian, Marquette. I don't know much about them. I just know that that's why I had to leave home, and they came after me. They followed me to Thane Stand, and I needed to get out of there. And the man with the tattoo, he was going to kill me, and then he disappeared. And I don't know what happened. And so I took his stuff, and then I came south. Because he was the jeweler originally. He was going to kill me, and so I left. And now I'm going to have to leave again.
Hey Marquesian, I'm not going to kill you. I'm missing 2 fingers. I'm not going to kill you right now. All I want to know is thank you for telling me about the burning hand. What the hell did you do for them to be chasing you?
In my younger days, I got involved in some businesses that I should not have gotten involved in. The spice trade. Speaking of which, do you want to buy any spice? While we're here. It's like everyone's gone at this point. There's some guards walking through, and he's like looking at the guards.
Looking at me.
And looking at you, and just like, he's still terrified. You've told him several times you're not going to kill him, but he's still terrified.
Okay, listen, I'm in this village. I'm trying to get more information so we can leave this town.
I don't know anything.
I'm about to kill this guy. I'm not gonna kill you.
He doesn't know anything.
Alright. Thank you for teaching me about the burning hand. I'm an elf, as you can tell, but I'm not part of this burning hand.
So I can go?
Are you gonna tell anyone that you saw me?
No, I promise.
You promise?
I promise.
I know where
You'll
you
never
live.
see me again.
I know where you live.
You'll never see me again. I promise.
Alright.
So you leave,
I wanna go to the library.
and he is just gonna continue throwing more of his stuff into his cart. He's ducking. He's getting out of this town as soon as he can. So now, I mean, have you heard that name before? You haven't, right? It was only Matixia that's aware of that name.
What's name?
The burning hand.
The burned hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I have.
Now you're aware of it in this context.
Yes, that they're a clan that kill people.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to the library anyway.
And you're going to the library. So the door, it's heavy, but it opens fine. It's surprisingly roomy and well designed despite the state of the rest of the town. Because Kent is dirty, but you walk into this and it's surprisingly well kept. There's a large fireplace that crackles against the far wall that illuminates the spines of several dozen rows of books, and a light and pleasant scent of a foreign, exotic smell accompanies this homey atmosphere, deepening this weird juxtaposition of this place against the surroundings of the village even further. And a large counter sits near the fireplace, and there is a man with glasses kind of like to the edge of his nose that's just looking over a book, reading it, and adjusting his glasses.
Does he have a name?
I'm sure he has a name.
Do I know his name?
No, you have no idea who this guy is.
Okay, this is like 1 o'clock in the morning.
This is like 1 or 2 in the morning, yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any books about?
I have many books.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Do you have any books about the Burning Hand?
Where have you heard that name? Then he sits up and he closes his book, sets it off to the
shit.
side. He's still very calm. There's this calm demeanor to him, but he's just eyeing you. Where have you heard that name?
Does he have a collar on?
No.
So I can see his neck?
Yeah.
Does he have a tattoo on his neck?
No. You recognize that tattoo as being the brand from your town
Oh.
for those that are exiled.
So he's a elf?
This is not an elf. This is a human.
This is a human, okay. A little birdie told me.
A little bird.
I just heard it through hearsay.
No, we don't have any books.
Where's your B section at?
Bees?
Yeah, like A,
Oh, like
A B C D E. F.
Bees.
he just kind of points over to one of the other sections, and he just eyes you.
Am I gonna find it?
You're not going to find a book on this secret organization.
I
Just in the middle of the fucking
I
library.
realized.
Roll me a quick perception check.
19.
19?
Plus 5.
You notice on your walk over to the B section that there are various markings all along the bookcases, especially on the counter this guy's standing at, that is written in a language similar to the one, you do not read it, similar to the one of that paper that you have, the one with the picture of Nova on it.
I'm kind of scared to show this guy then. He knows the language, obviously.
He's just staring at you. And it's weird because he seemed really dorky when you first walk
But
in.
now he's like,
He doesn't seem that way anymore.
oh god.
Like suddenly he just seems a lot more well put together.
I'm 6 foot. How tall is he?
Like 5'10", a little shorter than you.
Alright, good. He's bulky.
But he's pretty built. He's not like huge, but like
I'm sizing him up. That's why.
yeah, he's smaller than you.
Alright. So I'm just sizing him up.
And he's wearing his clothes are a little bit oversized.
A little nervous though. I'm gonna ask him. I'm playing out. You understand his language?
What's it to you?
Oh, these guys like it. I just can't read it. I want to know if you're like.
Can't read it?
I
Then you
can't.
have no business here. Anything else?
Do I have intimidation? Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'll take my odds.
So what are you doing to intimidate him specifically?
I just want to know if you can read it to me.
You're gonna say it like that?
That's intimidating. What are you doing?
Do you know what this language is? Just the language. You don't have to tell me what it is. Just tell me what language it is.
It's not a language.
Is it symbols? Characters? Does it mean anything? of
What are
value?
you doing here if you don't understand? How did you learn about this place?
I am a sage. I love to explore places. I've heard the word Burning Hand through my endeavors of adventures. I'm just
man.
curious.
I recommend you leave now,
Oh.
or else this night's about to get very bad for you.
Are you intimidating me?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you feel intimidated?
I don't. I feel very well put. Can I draw my weapon? Or no, I'm gonna leave them low ready.
He pulls out a like from underneath the counter one of those sand like hourglasses. He flips it over and throws it on the counter, and he's like, that counter counts down from 30. After all the sand is out of the top glass, if you don't leave, you're dead. And the sand rolls into the bottom glass.
You know what? I'm gonna put my foot down. I'm not leaving until you tell me what this language is.
Get ready to create a new character.
In that moment, you hear the very fast of feet coming up from somewhere in this building, running up wooden stairs, multiple pairs of feet.
Oh, shit.
And he just looks at you. I warned you.
This is gonna be interesting. Let's go.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
11 plus 2.
Your eyeballs begin to bleed.
What?
As this feeling that you've never felt before, like your head is about to explode, begins to just fill, and it's a headache. You've never felt anything like this before, And you take 5 points of psychological damage as your brain is just racked with these whispers. And it's painful and distracting, and suddenly, overwhelmingly, you need to run.
Okay.
As far and as fast as you can from
Can I-
this place.
can I run?
As your speed will allow you.
I'm running. I'm scared now. I'm bitching.
Okay?
Do I know how many people were there?
Multiple pairs of feet. You cannot tell.
Can I run back to the inn?
So you run out the door, you can hear the guy, the librarian or whoever he is, yell as you're leaving, "Don't come back." And the door slams behind you, and as you distance yourself more and more from this library, the sounds in your head begin to fade until eventually you're just left with your own normal voices in your head.
What's my eyes?
They're not damaged, but you do have streaks, like tears of blood that are running down your face.
Alright. What time is it? It's like,
It's now about 2:15 in the morning, and a couple of the guards saw you run out
I'm kinda
toward
scared
the
of those guys.
toward the inn, but they don't really pay any mind.
okay, that was kind of... Okay, so now I have 35 health. That was scary. Now I know something's wrong with this fucking town.
So, this librarian guy,
Bless
he
you.
has one of
Thank you.
those tattoos.
He did not.
No.
So the tattoos are specific to his city, Vormir, the kingdom that he came from.
Okay.
Only elves get them, and it's only a sign that they were exiled. So essentially what you can gather at this point is that the elf that you had encountered was exiled from your kingdom, most likely because he was affiliated with this group.
When I'm leaving, I don't see the storekeeper anymore. He's gone.
He's gone, as is most of his stuff. Some of it's still kind of scattered about, but nothing of value.
Now I know why he was
What
scared.
do I know about the Burn Hand?
You know that it is a group, it's an assassin group that has ties with Thieves Guild, but it's a tenuous kind of relationship that
You're gonna
they
hate
harbor
me.
with one another.
What?
hate
Do
me.
they all have like the mark? Or...
No. So there's the hand, like the seal that they're known by, which is this horribly disfigured handprint that's on their contracts and various places, but you didn't see anything like that. They come from somewhere in the west.
And I can read their language,
You can read Thieves' Cant.
which is what they use.
That's what, yes, they use it to communicate, but so do the various Thieves Guild, thieves. Like, that's how you would want to communicate if you wanted it on the down low.
So I'm running my room, right?
Yes.
That's why I said you're gonna hate me. Thom, wake up!
Thom.
I whack him with the back of my hand with the ring.
Roll an unarmed strike.
You hoe!
But you're not doing a full hit, so roll it with just a regular roll minus 1.
This is important information I gotta tell you guys.
3.
You take 3 points of damage as he smacks you across the face like a bitch.
Well, does the spell unleash?
I just want you to roll a d10.
2.
yeah.
You need to roll a saving throw, right?
13 Constitution saving.
So roll a Constitution saving throw, or get thrown across the room.
11.
What did you roll?
14.
So 11 points.
Wait.
You did 11, so he takes 5 points of damage.
Yes.
And you do not get thrown across the room, but there is, and it's not incredibly loud, but for you it is, because it smacks you like near the ear, where you are almost deafened by this loud explosion in your ear. You take 5 points of damage.
You straight up just got your cheeks cut.
It really hurts, and you are taken aback, because you were not expecting him to be able to hit like this.
Thom, wake up!
The thunder wakes me up fully.
So you see that he is like over top of you, shaking you awake. There is a handprint and a ring print on the side of his face.
What the hell just happened to you?
And you see blood that had pooled in the corners of his eyes that was running.
What just happened to you?
You hit me. Anyways, this town is messed up.
Okay.
You never heard of it, but there's an assassination clan in this town who are going to kill people. You see this poster? You remember this poster I showed you earlier?
I guess.
This writing, whatever it is, I've seen it before in a library in this village.
And?
I was just in this library. I'm an elf. I don't sleep. I get it. I think there's people here who are going to kill Nova.
Okay, well, do they know that she's in here?
They won't know yet.
Okay, then let's deal with this in the morning. Just let me heal you real quick, because you are bleeding from your eyes and ears.
Thom, you don't get it. We have to leave this town.
We have someone we're trying to find. And they don't know she's here. If she stays in her room, they might not know.
Listen, Tom, I know I'm a fuck up, but I kind of fucked up. This is a big librarian guy. You're a big guy. You want to go with me on an adventure?
No.
I'll back you up, bud.
You're bleeding from your eyes. I don't even know what causes that.
We can.
I
Listen.
use magic. I don't know what just happened to you.
Listen, Tom. I just went to this library and I just got my mind blown. My eyes. I
Well,
was.
you're not that smart, so.
Listen. I was bleeding through my eyes. You ever heard of that? No, I've never. I've explored so many villages and I've never bleed from my eyes.
That's why I don't want to deal with her right now, because I don't know what it is.
Okay.
And there's only 2 of us.
All right. You're a smart guy. You're a smart big guy. You ever heard of the Burning Hand?
No.
You will soon. Listen. I'm sorry I woke you up. Think you hit me. Fuck you, but anyways,
I just said I was going to heal you. It's not my fault you woke me up.
you can heal me. That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I didn't even know this was your room.
I'll sleep right next to you, bud.
Nova got me a room.
Actually, I got a room for Matixia, but I guess you'll do.
What does that mean?
To be honest with you, Thom, I was trying to cuddle with Matixia. But I don't know how you got in my room, but okay, I guess it works.
Okay, well, now I'm not going to heal you.
Wait, is the
So-
bar open?
The bar is open. The bartender was still
I'm going to
there.
the bar. I'm drinking tonight.
You go up to the
Okay,
bar?
just don't tell anyone Nova is here. Got that?
I do.
Okay.
So if you want to try to, you can try to do another meditation for 4 hours, and then you would wake up the same time everyone else normally would, and then you would get your health back without having to get healed.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I am going to recast Thunderwave on my ring.
Do you have another spell slot for
In the
that?
bar.
Yes.
Roll
D20 with Arcana?
Roll an Arcana check. Still just a regular Arcana.
13.
Practice makes perfect. It seems like whatever power that you would put into this ring is this. It seems like it's staying a little bit better than it was before. You feel pretty confident that when you use this ring again, is this your right side or your left side?
I'll say my right.
Sorry, Thom.
Good night.
Thanks for listening. Can I go to the bar?
For the sake of this, because there's some other things that I want going on, Matixia, I want you to roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you're sleeping. And Tazarek, you're on deck because there's things happening with you as well.
Hand,
Aw,
if you have played your
man.
cards right.
It was a nat 20, but I also got a 6.
You sleep right through it.
Thanks.
Tazarek. Again, your unconscious mind leads you to the burning village of your people. Again, you see your father fall, as you've seen so many nights prior. But then the image fades away as a new, unfamiliar one comes to replace it. You are standing in the icy tundra you had just trekked across, a desert of snow. The horizon stretches on infinitely around you in all directions. Looking down at your feet, you realize the ice is crystal clear. Looking harder, you realize that there's something down there. You hear the deep voice from your previous dream call to you from some place inside your mind. Find. Your body disappears as your consciousness descends through the ice and icy water. Deeper, deeper, deeper. You continue until your vision is nearly swallowed by the encroaching blackness, then further. Panic besets you. Which way is up? You struggle to wake yourself from this strange nightmare, but find yourself held in this place by the same force that had prevented you the first time. You open your mouth to scream, but no words come out. There is only you. You and the impenetrable, sickening black. Champion, the voice echoes. An eternal moment passes, and then a light appears before you. It's coming from a stone structure far below the water's surface. You grow closer and closer, and pass through its solid wall like a formless ghost, before being engulfed again by the blackness that lays inside. And yet even then you keep moving, through the darkened halls and corridors. What guides you is a mystery, but something is lying in wait for you here. Something familiar. Several turns and twists later, you find yourself entering a large chamber at the heart of this forgotten temple. In its center is a flaming candelabra, casting shadows across the hand-cut hieroglyphs and mosaics that line the room's walls. But that's not what catches your attention. Your blood boils as your eyes focus on the figure in the room's center. Bound by chains and heavy weights, the immense being is looking down and breathing heavy. You approach, and the creature lifts its head. And looking back at you are the icy blue eyes of Arudmir, the leader of the frost giants responsible for the destruction of your people. Again, the voice booms, "Revenge." You awake the following morning, drenched in sweat. The rest of you guys are waking up the following morning as well. Matixia, the state of your room is different than how you remember it when you fell asleep. For the most part, is entirely the same. At the end of your bed, there is a chest where you'd be able to keep your equipment and belongings and things. But on top of it, very clear from where you're waking up and looking at it, is a large coin purse that looks as heavy as the one that you had acquired like a week or so ago. And even from where you're sitting, you can see that there is a piece of paper that is currently sitting on top of, weighing down.
I'm gonna pick up the piece of paper and look at it.
Okay. So you sit up, pull the paper aside, and it's written in this very beautiful handwriting. And it's written in common. And it just reads, "Go to the Elven lands, south of here. He will not be far behind. Travel quickly. Know who your friends are." And that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna look inside the bag.
You find inside the bag the other half, so you find 100 more platinum. That's in that bag.
Damn.
That's right.
He's rolling in the dough.
Nova mostly just hangs out in her room still. She did the 4 hours of meditating as well, but she's working on her religion shit right now. There's been a lot of crazy stuff happening the last couple days, and she's trying to connect with her god to see maybe if she could speak with him in the way that Jeff speaks to his god.
I'm gonna prepare to go south.
Okay, so you get your stuff together. You're heading out of your room, or are you staying for that second night?
I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
Do
So
we
where the
know
rest
she's leaving? Or?
depends. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Am I still in the bar?
You in the bar all night
Yes.
drinking?
Not drinking. I'm just not going to sleep, so I'm fucked up.
Yeah. So you're just sitting,
I'm just
like in the bar.
Yeah.
So you walk out of your room,
Totally.
climb the stairs up to the actual inn part, and you see like a couple of the drunks that were left over from the night before, mostly just sleeping on the tables. And among them, his head buried in his hands, is Cypher.
I just see him. I don't see any of the other guys.
You see a bartender. It's a new one. It's not Bruner from the night before. His shift had ended, but this is another one, and just more drunks. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna head down to the bar, I'm assuming with Jeff.
Were you guys in the same room?
Yes, I had gotten a room with 2 beds.
He
'Cause
throws
I'm
his hat on.
so-
Are you okay? You were kind of tossing and turning in your sleep there last night. You look kind of pale, look sweaty. It's kind of gross.
That voice was back. I need to go find Arnlana.
Okay. I still don't know who exactly that is, but do you know where we can find her here?
I forget, did I find that out?
No.
Okay.
Are you
Only Thamir.
in your room still, or
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we're
still, and you guys are walking
we're
up to
gonna-
the inn.
Yeah.
I opened the door groggily?
Okay. And you kind of hear a
Because
little
he
bit
woke
of...
me up.
Yeah, you hear a little bit of this.
Guys, I know where. I think I know where she is.
Where?
She's either working at the hospital or in a a red building,
Yeah, I know she's in a red home.
or in a red home on the other side of town.
Good. Well, whenever you're ready, if you want to head over there.
Yeah, let's go.
You think this Arnlana chick's gonna help you, like, with the voices and stuff that you're hearing? Does he know?
I don't.
Does anybody else know?
No, it doesn't.
What are you guys wondering about?
Nothing. Jeff.
I had a new
was
hat.
asking-
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Needs a feather.
Ooh. You like hunt stuff, right?
Sometimes.
If you find something with a feather, can you, like, kill it and then put its feather on my hat?
Maybe.
Give it, like, a story?
Can you murder a random
Maybe.
animal just so I can
Well,
feather
keep
him?
your eyes open.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. What's your name? I don't think he met you either.
I'm actually
My-
gonna grab some breakfast.
My name's Thamir.
Okay. So you grab that. Are you guys all sitting down there? Are you joining Cypher? We're gonna say you're the first one up,
No
so you
way.
get a different table. What are the rest of you guys doing? Cypher's sitting by himself.
when we
Looking like
when we
shit.
get down to the bar area.
So
I'm gonna-
up, you guys are going up the stairs. You
Or
see
up,
he's up there, and you can see Matixia is now waiting on her food to arrive because you would, I guess, order breakfast.
I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
a corner table and kind of wave them over to me.
5 copper for your breakfast. Mark that off.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to Cypher. I'm gonna walk up and sit next to Cypher and ask for breakfast, and then turn to him and say, "You look like shit."
I slept well. And like Jeff sits down like with the rest of you guys with like this really jipper attitude. What did you guys do last night? Were you up here drinking the whole time?
Don't you dare say anything yet.
His hair, you're like
Not
Charlie,
yet.
and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like,
Guys, let's get a table over here.
so we're moving to another table.
Yeah,
What's wrong with this table?
The corner. Just go over to the corner.
Is she sitting? Is she sitting with us?
I doubt it. She seems to be one to be left alone, especially since this one wanted to sleep with her last night.
Shut up! They don't know that.
I do.
Is that why? Is that why you're feeling
That's
so
what I
bad
do
today?
now.
Am I close enough to hear all
Oh, you hear everything. You're sitting like it's not even a faraway table. You're just on the next table over.
I say it just loud enough so she can hear.
Hey,
Is that why? Because she turned you down. Is that why you're so sad?
I had to tell you guys something.
Oh,
No,
wait,
shut up. Get in the corner.
Get
All right, I'll go to the corner with them.
I'm gonna get some breakfast, guys. What do you guys want?
Can you grab me some breakfast too?
What do you want?
Just give me a meal.
Okay. What do you guys want?
You give me a meal as well.
Yeah,
Same
just,
thing.
I'll just get you guys
So-
some food.
Not expensive.
Okay. Can I have some money?
Yeah, I just hand him a gold piece.
Okay. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. And then he disappears for a couple like minutes while he's gathering that stuff. So if you guys want to talk without him being present, you can.
All right,
So now
guys, just be quiet. Don't say this too loud. We don't know who's listening.
Wait,
So,
can I do a perception check to see if there's anyone
Yes,
around?
go
who
for it.
might be listening?
Investigate.
Investigation 22.
Looking around the room, like I mentioned before, it's mostly just drunks that have their they look mostly asleep, laying. From where you guys were originally sitting, because you guys moved to another spot,
Yeah,
right,
the
further
like
away.
a corner.
Where you were before, there were some people, but you are now further in one of the corners. There's no one out that way. You're kind of closer to where the stage was, the stage is where the band was playing the previous night, but there's no one there now. So you have the
So I
place to
kind of
yourself.
look around and I go, all right, what? What is it?
Go.
all right. So last night, I'm an elf. I don't sleep.
Yes, we understand.
That's very common.
Listen, this town is messed up. First of all, there was this townkeeper, shopkeeper, with this accent. You guys probably heard of him, and he was just selling stuff. This guy is terrified as well of this town.
Wait. What was he selling?
Spices.
Just spices? Wasn't a hat dealer, was it?
Did he have an accent?
Yeah. Did he say something about being in Thane's stand before?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I went to him too.
He tried to sell me drugs.
He sold Jeff a hat.
I got that ring that I hit you with last night.
That's a hard ass ring. First of all, that guy. I talked to him. I seen him actually at 1 o'clock in the morning, and this guy is terrified of this town. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the burned hand. You guys ever heard of that? Anyone?
You're the only one who would have heard of it. You can choose whether you want to divulge that information.
Interesting. Go on.
Whoever they are,
Oh, I've never heard of them. Who is it?
whoever they are, they're an assassination team. All right. From just from what I heard from the town's guy with the accent. Whatever they're doing, they want to kill him, and we're in the town with them. I was in there last night in the library. I wouldn't go there ever again. Maybe I will go with you guys. I will go again with backup. I was just being curious. But whatever lettering or characters, symbols that they have in that library is similar to this poster of Nova that I don't know what it means.
It takes you a roll for perception. You can continue.
Oh, these characters are the same characters. Fuck.
I'm not saying anything.
These characters are the same characters that I seen in that library. I've seen them before. I just don't know what it means because I can't read that.
You do recognize this, obviously. It's Thieves' Cant.
Yeah.
You understand so much.
I already.
Yeah, you already
know
read
what it
this.
says and
Yeah.
Everything.
Whatever this is, I'm terrified, and I'm pretty sure this assassination team, Burned Hand, is in this village with us right now. And if it has something to do with Nova, who's in her room, I'm pretty sure, because she's not here with us, it's kind of scaring me. If you guys want to go to the library with me again and figure it out, you guys can come with me, because I was scared last night. As you can see, Thom hit me in the face. My eyes, they're still bloody. Whatever they did to me, they made my eyes bleed. That's how terrifying it was.
Alright.
Guys, I brought breakfast.
Oh, yay!
Jeff hands over. It's like omelets. They actually look like with that gold piece he spent like as all of it, and they are like the nicest omelets that you guys could possibly get in a place like this.
I'll take it.
I got a 5 copper breakfast, guys.
Yeah,
She got,
so
like-
she has like a meat
got,
stick.
I was like, she got like a cold bagel and an orange.
I told
juice.
you cheat, man.
You got like an old
thank
thing of
you.
beef
It's
jerky, and the rest of them have these these super nice meals. And Jeff's like, I was just hungry. I figured we got some adventuring to do. Anyway, what's going on?
Alright, so,
You don't have to tell it again. Do you tell him about what's going on?
dude.
You guys don't have to repeat the whole thing.
Do I have to tell him?
No.
I feel like he's part of our gang. Yeah.
Alright, Jeff,
you
you
do
and I are gonna keep an eye on Nova. We're just gonna go hang out by her.
on Nova.
We're gonna hang out by her door, make sure,
That's
she's all
creepy.
good.
You're not gonna come with us? Look at
Well,
you. Should
Where are
come
you
with
going?
us.
Well, you guys are going where?
She
Going where?
obviously, if this poster has anything to do with them, we want to make sure she's safe. I mean, her face is on a poster. There's something weird about that. So we should split up, but not all of us separated from. We shouldn't leave anyone alone. So the 2 of us should stick with her. The 3 of you go check out the.
No.
We're gonna send Cypher, who pissed someone off, back to the library. Why don't you leave him
No.
with Jeff?
But I know.
Guys, let's.
I'll hang out with you. We haven't really got a
Guys, it
chance
sounds
to
like
talk.
this library is very dangerous. We still have to find our Lana. Let's go see her first before we do anything with this library.
But first, we eat our breakfast. It's a
Yes,
healthy
Jeff.
part of
We'll
a
eat our
day.
Yes, Jeff, thank you.
Best meal of the day. And he just starts down in it.
I'm just saying.
Did you get me any ketchup?
The in and outs of this library.
Um,
and that
he just like
librarian
hands you a
is out
tomato.
there.
Squeeze
What if
this.
you get him out of the library?
I know where the library's at.
We know where the library's at. We all know where the library's at.
Look, it's a big guy. I'm
See,
scared of
the
him.
best part is
Guys-
Why are
imagine
you
Jeff
going?
like grabbing
I don't wanna
off of
kill him this
another
time.
table, and the person just like.
He just grabs a tomato off.
Remind me of that after this.
It's really funny.
Whatever's in that library. No, not you. He's
He's
the
not talking about
librarian.
you.
Oh.
The librarian might look like
He's
a
still
dork.
tired.
He might look like a dork, but I'm just letting you know. Once I mentioned Burned Hand, he went from to whatever.
I'm just saying, if I had to pick my teammates to go with me, I'd pick you two.
Pick Jeff.
Jeff can stay. Cypher can stay.
Yeah, that sounds kinda
I'm
scary,
not,
actually.
I'm not letting Jeff out of my sight.
I'm gonna stay with Nova.
Listen,
Well,
to keep
Not
her
while
safe.
he has the gauntlet.
we still need to see our Lana. We haven't even found her yet.
Arlando.
Our Lana.
All right,
AR?
let's go talk to Arlana first. Maybe she knows something.
So now it's starting to jive because you haven't heard, you didn't get the papers. So like the whole time they're talking about Arlana, you're like, who the fuck are you
fuck is
talking
that?
about? But you know AR from The Rock.
AR. Arlando.
So the last one to figure out.
All right, let's do that first. Bang that out. Then we'll go to the library.
All right, yeah, I'll hang out here with Nova. Will you guys bang?
Please,
Come on, Jeff.
please, and I swear to God, do not mention the Burn Hand in this city. You don't know who is part of this assassination.
What's the
plan.
burn hand? Jeff says loudly. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, it's funny, last-
Guys, don't let anyone know that Nova is here either. Keep her in the inn.
I'll keep her safe.
Okay.
With his hat.
Who's staying with me? Am I staying by myself?
No, you're staying with. Oh, the guys are.
I'll stay with
apparently
Taz.
Tazaric doesn't want to go on an adventure, so.
I'm
He's
not
protecting
leaving-
our
I'm not
our
leaving
teammate.
Jeff.
We're on security detail.
He's got precious cargo.
I'm just imagining like this little guy with his fucking hat. All right.
So I I heard she works at the hospital. Let's go check there first.
Go to the hospital.
Oh wait, before they leave, I take him to the side and I say, when you find her, let me know where she is.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys exit out of the tavern the back way. You go around. You take the street. So you go across town to where the hospital is, and it's kind of a rundown hospital. It seems like where a lot of the money that flows through this place is. This is like the bottom of the barrel.
I wash my face.
Oh yeah. We're gonna say that you kind of did that over like the course of this conversation before you left. That's a good point.
Sitting in the bar for 4
And
hours.
as you guys are walking over there, you notice that there is a pretty substantial cemetery full of graves, new and old, between the hospital and the church. They keep it very convenient on that area. You walk in, and same deal with the inside. Very ramshackled, not really the best of equipment and supplies that they have there. And you see like kind of a disgruntled person like working the front desk.
This is the hospital, right?
This is the hospital, like almost as a secretary, but like someone just like working this front wooden desk there, with a couple of more wooden doors behind them. Yeah, what do you guys need? Are you hurt? You guys look fine to me. I mean, you look kind of messed up, I guess.
We're looking for Arlana.
Arlana? Yeah, I mean she works here, but she's not here now though.
Do you know where she is?
Why are you asking?
A brother-in of mine sent me to find her.
A brethren of yours?
Yes.
A Goliath guy?
Yeah, big Goliath.
What did the Goliaths? You guys are from north? You're from north of here?
Yeah.
What did the Goliaths of the northern tribes had to do with Arlana?
He had some dealings with her. Couldn't make it himself. So
You gonna hurt her?
no.
That's a shame.
Oh.
Yeah, she hasn't been here for like a couple days.
Do you know where she might be?
I don't know. I don't even know if she's in town, honestly. But anyway, I have like work to do, so
All right. Well, thank you for your help.
yeah.
I toss you a copper piece.
Thanks. Just take it. Really low energy.
You just reminded me of that one guy from Deadpool, the bartender.
Really?
Yeah.
Of T.J.
Weasel.
Miller's character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's nonchalant.
All right.
Well, go to her house then.
Okay. So you guys walk back across town, actually walking through the market on the other side, and you can see the library on the left-hand side, like before you get to Arlana's. You walk past the library. Still, you can see the lights are on inside. And you walk over to where this red house is. There's like a single light from inside that's on. Yeah.
Is Arlana home?
No.
Who are you?
And the door opens just a little bit of a crack. Who are you?
We're looking for Arlana.
Yeah, you said that. Who are you?
I'm Thamir.
Okay. Who are these people? What do you want to do with she's my mom. What do you want?
One of my brethren sent me to find her.
One of your brethren sent you to find her. Yeah.
Big Goliath guy, looks
I don't
kind of
know.
like me.
Yeah, I got that. No, I mean I don't. She's not here, so
Can you point her?
she hasn't been here for a couple days.
Do you know where she's been?
She goes
She's-
around.
she's
I don't.
your mom.
Look, man, I don't keep track of where my mom's whereabouts are.
Yeah, it's just
She looks over the rest of you, and her eyes linger on you for a moment. This is a female. It's a woman. She kind of like does this little bit of a smile. You guys can like come in if you want.
Oh.
It's not like that. Guys coming in or just standing out here being weird?
yeah.
Coming in. We're going
Let's
in.
go
We're
in.
going.
Door. So she opens the door. It's a really small house. It's a lot nicer than the one that you had seen the night prior, Jerry's place. But do me a perception check.
All of us?
No, just her.
I want to do one too.
You do me a perception check.
18.
What did you roll?
16.
16? You notice kind of hanging on like a piece of wood that's jutting out of the wall, like a narrow piece of wood, is a cloak that looks very familiar to you. You also see like some living quarters. There's some doors across the far end. The cloak, you recognize it from like a week ago, from a particular person you met on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, like the room, it's a really quaint little place. Window in the front where the light was shining out that you guys had seen. It's sectioned off, so it's kind of nice in that regard because it seems like everyone has their own living situation, like set aside. And this girl just sits on like a wooden chair and kind of just looks over the rest of you. What's this about?
What's my perception check?
Oh, right. And with your 16, you notice that this place has been lived in for a long time. You notice a bookshelf in the back corner with some books. It's pretty sparse, but there's a little bit there. That's pretty much it. The bookshelf is what catches your attention. And there's like a smell of like freshly cooked breakfast that's like wafting into your nose, but you guys just had a pretty large breakfast yourself, so it's kind of gross. It's kind of like when you eat too much and then you smell food and you're like, oh no thank you. But you think it smells really good because you only had a beef stick and you watched everyone else eat really
So
good.
daughter said mom hasn't been there in how many days?
I don't know, like 3.
And I don't recognize the daughter.
No.
Okay.
Your mom has been out of Kent, or is she in Kent?
I don't think she's here. I don't think she's in town. She hasn't been in town for a couple days.
You know where she went?
No.
She's your mom.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean I keep tabs on her. I'm not her babysitter.
It's a good time to work on your interviewing skills.
Yeah, right. What are your names?
I already gave you my name.
Yeah. What are your names? Yeah, okay.
Tixia.
Okay. Well, I'm Zoe, so it's nice to meet you, I guess.
I think I love this character now.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen her in a couple days, so.
Do you have any information you can give us at all?
When she might be back.
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, she kind of does her own thing. I kind of do my own thing.
Do you know what
We
she
don't
does?
get along too much. Yeah, she works at the hospital.
What do you do?
Little odd jobs here and there.
What's your job now?
Right this moment, just cooking breakfast, talking to a bunch of assholes. So, why? What's your
That's
job?
us.
That's you.
Who's your
Yeah.
favorite asshole?
Huh?
Who's your favorite asshole?
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many top contenders.
Do you read books?
I read. Yeah.
Favorite book here?
30 Shades of Scarlet. It's up there on the shelf there.
Okay.
Alright, well,
I mean, do you guys need anything else, or?
you know what? Do you have anything that she might have worn recently?
Why, like, the smell? You guys gonna smell that?
Maybe.
It's weird. No.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna do that. It's creepy.
I
kinda
can help
feel
track-
weird inviting you into my house.
I can track down your mother with this.
I don't want you to track down my mother.
Well, I need to
care
track
less
down
where
your
she is.
mother.
That sounds like it's your problem.
Can I figure out which room is which in the house?
You want to walk through my house?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely several times bigger than her. She can't stop me right now.
Right now you're in the common room. There's kind of a hearth off to the one side where there was like the pan and the stuff cooking. There's the wooden chair that she's sitting at with a little table next to it. And you can see where like there's this plate that looks like it was just freshly finished right before you guys got to the door. On the back side of the room there are 2 doors. Presumably you're thinking one was for her room and one was maybe her mom's room.
I walk into the doors.
You're just gonna walk, okay, and you just push past, and you walk into door on the left, door on right.
Left.
It is surprisingly colorful, and there's like pictures of boy bands hanging
Poke
up.
my head out. Is this your room?
No, it's my mom's room.
Are you sure?
Why are you in that room? Get out of that room. That room's private.
I go check the other room.
You go into the other room, and it's like a normal bedroom. It's like very clearly bed against the far side. Really tiny little window next to it, letting off just a little bit of light. There's a chest there's a chest there right at the base of the bed. Kind of an end table on the one side. It looks empty. It looks like there's not really anything in here.
Hey,
I
Zoe.
check the chest.
You open up the chest, and behind you there's like the faint, please don't, and then you just open it. There's some old clothing that's in there. It doesn't look like it's been worn in a while. It's really wrinkled. There's a pair of shoes off to the right side, like a cloak off to the left.
Hey, Zoe.
Yeah,
Do you know the last thing your mom was wearing?
that's weird. I don't know. Clothes, just like trousers, a shirt. It's kind of cold, so maybe a coat or a
Do you
cloak.
know what color trousers?
It's like dark. We like to wear dark.
Is this her cloak sitting out here on this peg?
The one there? Yeah, it's kind of like a house cloak. Sometimes I wear it, sometimes she does.
What
You've
is
seen someone in
Zoe?
a cloak. She is a half-elf.
Is there pictures in the house?
High elf, drow.
She is kind of a similar
What
elf
elf?
to Nova. There's like a little bit of like a dark complexion to her. Kind of pointy ears, but not nearly as pointy as yours. So whatever kind of elf you guys are. No neck tattoo.
Is your daddy in the house?
Are you asking her?
I see that there's no father.
Who's your daddy?
No daddy. You look black. You mine. Is there any pictures of your mom here? This is your house, I'm assuming, correct, right?
Yeah, I'm not just not like in someone's house. I mean, that room isn't mine, but
I understand that. Do you have any pictures of your mom, if with your mom, anything?
it's like some drawings, I guess. Some of my drawings, I draw. Not really good.
No photos.
No.
I take
No,
a
don't-
shoe.
You just take a shoe out
I
of the
take the
back
shoe
room.
from her room.
Roll for stealth. Roll for sleight of hand.
Why?
What?
I'm blatantly taking.
Oh, you're blatantly not even trying. You clearly take a shoe.
Because at this point, aren't we distracting her?
Are you guys in my house? You're just taking my shit?
Wait,
Well, he
no.
walks back out with the shoe in his hand.
Just one shoe. Just one shoe. I take the left
Hide the
shoe.
shoe, I'm distracting her. Hide it.
Right? I'm gonna call the guards.
Oh my god! Hide the shoe!
Did we
Just
know
like-
her name?
Zoe.
Yeah, my name is Zoe.
Oh, right. Okay.
Are you
I
just
forgot.
stealing? You're just stealing my mom's shit?
Hide the shoe!
I just need it for a minute.
What are you gonna do with it? Smell it?
Yes.
God, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
I wild shape.
Oh god.
Into what?
Invite
A
the
wolf.
monster in your
Oh my
office.
god.
What is that?
Tom, relax. Relax.
I
Please.
smell the shoe.
You smell it. It smells
Turn into a dog.
kind of stinky.
Probably
It hasn't
smells
been
like
worn in a
Arlana.
while. It does. It does. There
Okay.
is a scent of a person.
Okay. I go outside as a wolf.
Oh my god.
Are you taking the shoe? Or are you
No,
just
at
leaving
this
it?
point I leave it.
What was that?
We're gonna head out.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah. Never come back, please.
The wolf has advantage on.
I've decided that my least favorite asshole is that one.
Please don't tell the guards that you saw us. You didn't see anything.
And she looks at you one final time before you leave, and she's like, "It's fine. Just don't worry about it. Just don't come back here."
Well,
I have
And
keen
please
hearing
just-
and smell. So
Please just like, I don't really care about my mom, but like, tell her I said hi when you see her,
do you think she's okay?
like in general.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you guys please leave?
Okay, we are.
I walk outside and I gotta make a perception check.
With the smell?
Yes.
What time is it? People are gonna see this big.
This is the morning. You're still a wolf.
Yes.
People are freaking the fuck out because you
I'm a
walk
normal
out.
wolf, and there's two people.
It's still a terrifying thing to behold in the middle of a city. So you come out immediately. Run! There's a wolf! It's huge! And people will just start running everywhere. You guys come outside just as people are like running every direction.
The wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on
Oh.
hearing or smell.
Yeah. In that case, do
All
that.
right, Tom, hurry up.
15.
Coming out of Arlana's house, you smell kind of the scent and fits and starts off to your right-hand side. It's all throughout town because she works there, but most recently, it smells like it's coming from the right, which is in the direction of the library.
Well, we don't know that.
All right,
No,
let's
the
go.
rest of you guys come
I'm
out.
going to follow the scent.
A group of guards, 3 of them, come running over to you guys.
Fuck.
You guys are right behind him. What is this? Weapons drawn.
Whoa!
Who are you people?
Oh, this is my wife. This is our pet.
They look at you. Roll me a deception check.
What's your?
You could have just said, "Hey, we're
Wait,
looking for Arlana."
What's your deception?
This is my
It's
life.
no, it's you because you're the one speaking.
I don't want to fight these guys. Oh, 13, 12.
Well, make sure he's on a leash. Do you have a leash, or do we need to go get you one?
You have one? I have rope. I do.
Keep him on a leash, 6 feet.
6 feet. Can I put it around his neck? Mom.
We got our eyes on you. Where are you guys heading? Where are you guys heading today?
The library.
Dog. wolves are not allowed in the library. They eat books.
All right,
Oh, well, we won't do that then.
Yeah,
Have a nice
we're-
day. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just strolling. As I'm putting the fucking rope on Thom, you better shut the fuck up and hurry up.
Okay.
I'm tugging on the rope slightly.
Well, we're keeping an eye on you. Just
Yeah,
please
you know, this is just
behave.
He's not gonna bite anyone.
Yeah. And there were dogs barking when you guys had entered the village. So like there are dogs allowed in this town.
Not a huge wolf.
So yeah, not a wolf, but so they're like, we're just keeping an eye on you. They kind of walk off a little bit.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
So I start
Alright.
walking back off towards the library still.
So you guys are walking to the library. You know where you're heading. You know this is the way to the library. And as the library comes into view, it's the library. You were just here last night.
Thom, I need you to wake up now.
Become a human.
Come with me, Thom. This is gonna be some
my God.
serious shit.
I'm just going to sniff around. Is the scent clearly coming from the library?
Front door.
Front door? Okay, I'll use my bonus action to revert back.
Okay, you revert back, taking no precautions to shield yourself. You guys hear from the distance one of the guards shout, "What the fuck?" What are you guys doing now?
He's trained.
Then we go into the library.
Okay, so you guys go into the library
Wait, I'm not
with
going
the
in.
rope still around.
Wait, whoa.
Wait, if I'm a large wolf, it's around my neck.
You still have it. It's loosely around.
Yeah,
your
it's
neck.
a loose. So I just take
You
it
just
off.
take it off. Oh, I was thinking this.
I'm not going in until he goes in first.
Okay, so you do take the rope off your neck.
Yes, I
You
take
don't
the
have to
rope off
walk
my
you.
neck.
I'm a little bit disappointed, but it's fine. So you walk
Wouldn't be
in.
the first time I've seen
You
that.
walk in, and the site inside the library is eerily similar to the one you had left yesterday.
I walk up to the front desk.
Well, so same deal. There is just this fireplace, this desk with this guy sitting at it. Just again,
I tell
reading,
him to stay back by
reading
the
this
door.
book. He has like his glasses. He's kind of looking over at it. And as you walk up to the counter, you notice a little drop or two of blood on the ground from the night prior, dried.
Damn, I should have talked to you before you went in.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Could have come back out. Come back out.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Hey, so I am looking for Arlana.
Well, I haven't seen her in a couple days.
Well,
What was that?
Corona!
I'm getting nervous.
What, I haven't seen her.
well, so one of my brethren have it told me I needed to find her.
Roll for perception. You're inside of the library, right?
You're outside, right?
I'm outside, yeah.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
One
Can
of
I
my
roll
brethren
with
have.
advantage? 3.
3 total? Jesus Christ.
You're getting bad.
Okay, hold on. What?
One of my brethren told me that I needed to find her. I couldn't find her at the hospital or her house, so I actually tracked her smell to this place recently.
One of your brethren, huh?
Yeah,
What was his name?
Bone Spar.
Bonespar.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you don't know? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I'm the only person here today, so...
Do you mind if I just take a look around?
Yeah, I mean, it's a library. It's open to everybody.
Oh, well, thank you. Do you have any idea where she might be or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
She doesn't come in here very much.
Well, okay.
I noticed you brought some friends in with you. 'Cause-
Yeah, just Matixia here.
Okay. Hi, miss.
Hi.
Are you looking for anything in particular that I can help you out with the library here today?
Oh, well, we were just here looking for Alana, so,
Oh, okay. Are you walking up to the counter at this point?
yes.
Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
Please!
10.
See the handwriting.
You notice some etchings across the library on the counter. You don't know what they are. They just look like someone bumped into the counter or something.
Yo, when y'all come back out?
Well, if if there's anything that I can help any of you guys with, just let me know. My name is Theodore Jessel, TJ for short. So yeah, I mean, if there's anything that I can do for you, just let me know. Is there a third person here with you guys?
Maybe we should pop outside for a minute.
Do you have any spell books, maybe?
Yeah, I think we have a couple spell books.
Do you have any that like are good with like tracking spells or anything, maybe?
Tracking spells. You'll have to check out our spell aisle just down the road there. Just down the aisle.
I know.
I don't know. You'll just have to take a look and see what we got.
If you want to head back outside, I just want to see if there's a tracking spell real quick.
Yeah, let's pop out real quick.
You go. I'll check for the
Alright.
spell.
Roll for investigation.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing.
I think at 10.
They said she hasn't been there.
10.
Yeah.
There's various books, kind of more
there a big guy in
history of
There's a guy with
Kent.
glasses.
Is he like big?
There's some religious
I don't
type
know. Was
books.
he big?
No, he's a small guy.
Small guy, no.
No, the
Smaller.
librarian.
Huh?
The librarian.
Yeah, the librarian. He's shorter than you.
So it's a different guy.
No, same guy. Remember you asked me before? You said you were 6 foot. I said he was like 5'10".
Oh, it's like, but built.
You don't know. He's wearing oversized shirt or oversized clothing.
Does he have glasses?
He had glasses. His shirt was a little too big.
You
Without
there's
his
a
glasses.
couple
Yeah.
spell books, but it looks more like it's just the history
That's
of
a
like
front.
various spellcasters in the area. Nothing that can help you
He's
with what you're
scared.
looking for.
I asked about the
So, but
burn.
there's a history of the spellcasters in
And
the
he
area.
cast a spell.
There's like history of like
If he says
the
he's
old
by
school
himself,
guys,
there's
like no
people
one that would
upstairs
No
be living,
current lists or
presumably.
anything.
Before I lost my my hearing.
And you would
my
know this
eyesight,
as well. Spellcasters
People
are kind of hard to
They're
come by
upstairs?
People upstairs.
today.
All right.
Like back
I'll-
during the
I'll head
days
back
when,
in. I'll talk
like
to
a
Donna.
long time
Alright,
ago,
just
when
be
the
careful.
planes were connected,
If I hear shit hit the
there was
fan,
a
I'm
lot
going in.
more
All right.
magic, but now like there's only little bits of magic that gets through here and there, so it's pretty rare.
I'm heading
And you would know
back
that as a
in
magic user.
to talk to Damir.
Okay.
I told her that I heard footsteps upstairs when I was getting my ear fucked.
He said that there were people upstairs and that this was the guy who cast a spell on him that made his eyes bleed.
Yeah. Who did?
Oh shit!
Oh, I'm talking to.
Oh, you guys are off in that corner because you kind of went off to
Yeah,
read
yeah.
those, so all out.
I look around. Are there any stairs anywhere?
No, not that you can see.
No doors or anything?
No, just this almost like this single room. It's a large building. It's actually circular, so like the desk is kind of somewhat near the center of the room, near this large circular hearth, and there's like bookcases all over the place. But yeah, you don't see. It's single story from outside.
Can I use outside detect magic?
How long does it take me to prepare a spell?
I think it's 10 minutes. You notice that there is some kind of illusory magic at foot inside of the building that you were just in.
Alright, I am
Shit
going to
going on.
pull a book. Or is there a seating area nearby?
Yeah, there's like a couple wooden tables and chairs.
Okay, I'm going to open the book and pretend I'm reading it,
Okay,
but I'm going to prepare a spell.
cool. What spell are you preparing?
Fairy fire.
Ooh, okay. So we'll say that
It's not
takes,
that kind of fire.
that takes you 10 minutes to prepare.
Concentration up to 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
What are you guys doing?
I'm outside.
I'm just looking around, trying to see. If I can
Roll
see
me
anything.
one final perception check.
How big is the area? Is the library?
It's a fairly large building, maybe like
Come on.
80 feet in diameter. Maybe 100. Probably closer to like 100 feet, 120 feet in diameter. What did you roll?
9.
A 9 straight?
No.
8.
No.
9 total.
You don't see anything. You just walk through. There's not a whole lot going on. Thamir, I want you to roll me a perception check as you're sitting at this table.
15.
Oh, why
Okay. You notice some strange markings on the table, like almost out of sight, like on the edge of the table. It looks like gibberish, but based on the conversation that he had earlier, you get the feeling that it's something more.
Hey, Matixia, any idea what these symbols are?
Do I have any idea?
So you walk over. It's Thieves' Cant. No
Oh.
way. How did you miss it? And then as you looking around the room, you suddenly realize, oh my god, it's everywhere. It's on like every bookcase.
What does it say?
I didn't actually say anything, though.
Oh.
I'm just looking now.
So it says, ask to check out 30 Shades of Scarlet.
Oh!
Oh, interesting.
I'll go back.
Can you read it?
Yeah, you know what? I think I got something here.
Well, what's it say?
it says, ask to check out 30 Shades of Scarlet.
What? Why don't you go do that? I got something I'm planning real quick. Let's see what he has to say.
Alright.
Okay, so you walk up to the guy behind the table. So, what did you say that you could? What do you need?
I was wondering if I could check out 30 Shades of Scarlet.
Suddenly he kind of sits back. His glasses are still on, but he pushes them up, and suddenly he looks normal. He doesn't look like a dorky guy anymore. Come this way. He just leads you to a bookshelf that's kind of in the back corner of the room, and offering a final glance back toward you.
I'm
You're reading down.
reading.
He walks through the bookcase.
Some Harry Potter shit.
Do I walk through the bookcase?
Did you walk through the bookcase?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. You walk through the bookcase. That's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Alright.
It took you 3 perception checks.
And then I had to.
I had 1.